So just for the sake of the recording, I want to say that Mike is joining us from Paris today. So it's 3 a.m. He has had no coffee because that's not something he does.
Right.
He's probably going to do some sort of crazy suicide mission as part of this. So we'll just everybody keep an eye. Those of you
Just
watching at home, keep an eye on
gonna
Mike.
say, just yell if I start to doze off.
All right. Well, okay. So quick recap. Last time I just checked the website. Of course, I didn't have a recap posted, but last time you guys are essentially in the middle of a bunch of behind the lines commando, dirty dozen type operations. And the first one was the assassination of Kelkin, the warmage, King Steppengard's primary #1 warmage, which you accomplished quite adeptly and managed to take out not only Kelkin but several of his dudes. And then you moved south to go on the left to look at the left flank, well, Malkin's Marshal Malkin's left flank of the siege things. If we go back to here and just for a quick jaunt, you guys are right about here. That siege train is the one you are currently lighting on fire. It's about 200, 300 yards to the east of the primary the primary camp of Malkin's Commander Malkin's dwarves, King Steppengard's uh, uh, armies, and you have moved southward to try and take out these siege engines. After that, we have to talk about what might come next. But in the meantime, you guys have a conflagration going on. Now, that said, you've created a huge amount of activity here. You've got these huge walls of fire, which are essentially lighting up the night. Remember, it's in the very early hours of the day of I mean, I hate to say that it's scheduled, but you know how what they say about medieval battles are always conducted by mutual agreement. And both sides mutually agreed that this morning at dawn they were going to meet and fight. You guys are a couple of hours behind dawn, so it's still dark out, but you guys have lit up the night with walls of fire and huge explosions that you have been dropping onto these areas to take out the things. You've managed to do quite a bit of damage. One, you've dropped a wall of fire right on a patch of 4 catapults, which you've essentially taken them out. And then this one, you've essentially turned the entire region between the two fire lines into a big roaster oven, and everybody inside is cooking merrily as you've directed the heat from both sides. The bottom one goes north, the top one goes south, and it's churning inside there, and you're cooking those people, those poor dwarves inside there. In the meantime, you've got other problems, right? So you've got a couple of dudes out here on the right side, on the cool side of the wall of fire, whose catapults are done, but they are angry about that and want to kill you guys. Second, you've got up in the air, Vondrum is flying around up in the air, and so is what looks to be some sort of white dragonette or drake, which is flying around and is beginning to go into a dive on top of Vondrum. Andrew, I see you were here last time, but I don't have you in the initiative order, and I had your guy off the board. Where are you?
See, I had to watch the video on double speed because I forgot to watch it earlier. I know I was flying southeast, but I had to drop. Did I drop one of those firewalls and have to wait and concentrate?
No, you're back on the friendly side again, Andrew. Unless he did the other group of catapults.
Yeah, he's not with
He
us.
went on his own. He's not with us, and he completed his mission, and he's back already.
Oh, so he's fighting. He tried to take out these guys here.
Yeah,
This
correct. Those
that
guys. Yep.
Yeah.
that batch. Oh,
Yeah,
and
he
you
dropped,
did, and you
he dropped the
succeeded.
line of
Okay.
fire there.
Okay,
And then he
cool.
went across the chasm.
Oh, that's right. You went across. You're back over on the Duke's side of the
Yeah.
Elite Pass. Okay, perfect. So you were
Andrew,
sort
didn't
of
you say you were slinging around to go to try to like meet up with us again, but he was
Right.
like going all the way around the south. to try to kind of catch
That way
up with
it's
us
a safe way.
the other time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would be able to, but it would probably be after the fisticuffs taking place here have largely expended themselves.
Right.
I would think it would take it will take you a couple of minutes to fly that far in sort of that loop. And I think things, unless something odd happens here, they don't have a couple of minutes here, because you can already hear in the distance the same company of dwarves that was investigating Kelkin's camp, where you guys had wreaked such havoc, are now headed this way, because like the whole area is lit up, as is the other siege area. So there you have it. That's where we are now. We're in combat. We just finished a round of combat, and we're gonna start a new one here. Is there anything anybody needs to know before we go into round two? So we do have guys, several guys that are on the. I guess you can't see that. Several guys who are the catapult crews, who are on the cool side of the wall. So that's one group, right? So that's largely a Wraith, Arendar, Ono problem. Then you have the white dragon, Drake, or whatever it is, and it is 240 feet in the air and is beginning to go into a dive towards Vondrum, who's 180 feet in the air. And Vondrum has been dropping. I think it was Vondrum who dropped at least one of these walls of flame, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there's that. So you've got problems. And then you've got this guy over here. You're not sure what his dealio is, but he's on the other side. He came out of that little building. So maybe some sort of commander or something like that. You're not sure, but he's kind of like hovering around over there watching the conflagration. In the meantime, those dwarves in the middle are getting roasted.
We're not trying to take out people, right? We're just trying to destroy these catapults and then get out of here.
Well, that was the plan, but the way
Yes, you're
the way the
correct.
walls are set up, those guys are going to.
Yeah.
A lot of those
The
guys are going to
weren't
get destroyed.
the guys weren't the intended target. It was to make sure we got all the siege engines. So they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But most of the guys are going to die anyway because they're in the heat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The guys weren't the target. We just wanted to make sure we got every single one of the siege engines.
All right.
We've done
this
that,
is one of.
so we can pretty much leave now, or is there anything else that we need to do here?
I think we're running at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't chase, then yeah.
Well,
Drake is chasing. He's onto me, I think.
Yeah.
he's definitely on you.
We've got a dragon coming, so we're gonna have to fight that. I doubt it's gonna let us go.
Well, I've got that dimensional what is it, a ring or something?
But you can only take a couple people though, right?
I think
You got a ring of dimension door or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know where the hell
Les, how far am I from the Drake? Or isn't that the Drake that's after me?
It is. So the Drake's over here. He's at 240. So he's about 60 feet above you. And you're at 180. So I think it feels like time for a hypotenuse calculation.
I can do me and two people. So yeah, I can't do everybody.
A squared plus B squared. You know what that equals.
Boom! That's what I think.
Yes.
All right. So we got 60 on one hand and then
About 60 on the other.
About 6. So we'll just
You
go
get 60 to
60 on the
80.
other. 60 and 60. So side A is 60.
I got a
Side B
fancy
is
spell.
60.
I got a fancy
36,
spell
36,
I'm going to
72.
throw.
What's the square root of 72?
We
About
are
8?
looking at 80.
80
So
something?
C, it's 7,200. So 84.85. So 85 feet it is from you, according to the hypotenuse calculator. The
Okay.
Pythag. The
So-
big Pythag.
I
I
would
gotta
say, Poe, if you can get Vondi and Ono out of here, because they're the ones that are the most visible who have the attention at this point, the rest of us can kind of slink or attempt to out of the way.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to start on my turn running Devandi, and I'm going to say as a free action to Ono to get.
Bondi's
close
in
to-
the sky.
Yeah, she's 180 feet up.
Yeah, you're
Ono's
not
not here. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can. Okay. Do we have message on or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll whisper to whoever I need to. I think I got to do that to Andrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to tell Vondi to come to me and I can dimension door out of here.
So done.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So as we go into round 2, Wraith is up first and then Arendar. So Wraith, you're off to the edge. You've been plunking guys, if I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, it's your turn. You see a couple of things. One, I think you would, even in the dark, considering how much ambient light is taking place, I think it would be pretty easy to see a white creature flying overhead. So you
Okay.
can see that. You could see that dragon going overhead.
Right.
But even more so, you can see there's 3 guys over here. These 3 dudes. There's a crew there. There's a crew here. Another 3, and then another 1 over here, and I think a wounded guy over here. So there's 8 dudes, 9 if you count the one fighting Arendar, that have essentially decided to abandon. At first they were trying to put out their catapults. Now they're like, it's too much. We can't do it. So
Yeah, they're just
try.
bailing them.
Yeah, they're going to try and hurt those guys.
Who's
Those guys
gonna-
being you guys.
Yes, but do any of the front say 4 or 5? This
Mhm.
group here and this group here. Do any of them appear to be focused on me?
No, probably they're, well, let me roll a quick perception. I would think not. I think they are facing probably Arendar and Ono, and to a lesser extent, Poe. They would be facing
Okay.
south because that's
Then-
where their problems are materializing.
I'm going to go stealth.
Okay.
Okay. Let me throw out something real quick. We had several plans and we had several like potions and not potions. We might have potions, but we had scrolls. One of them we've got left is invisibility sphere.
Right.
Neither one of us can cast it, but if someone can come down and cast that on the 2 of us, and then Poe can take everyone else out, then we can basically it drastically upgrades our stealth, and then the twins can stealth their way back to where we need to go and do the first several minutes of the journey invisible.
Frankly, the first several minutes would probably get you back to friendly lines if that's where
Right.
you're headed.
Yeah, and I myself have a potion of invisibility that I can do just that. So, like for instance, Arendar, if you're close enough to polearm to get invisibility cast on you somehow, that you're within range, don't worry about me. I can do that for myself. And at this point, I'm gonna do my stealth and come down 5
If we
and
can, yeah, all meet at the bottom of the screen.
15.
I think we can do it without you having to blow your potion.
Right, possibly. So
We don't have
what
to worry
is-
about Ono either. So I can do Arendar and Vondrum and just because I'm only going to go like 680 feet. It's not like I'm going,
right.
But
back to or whatever.
where
And
this
the-
is, that's going to get you far enough away that it should.
I'm gonna stay in these trees here.
Okay.
And stealth, the limit to move for stealth, because I haven't got that feat yet, is 15, right? Half movement.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
So I'm gonna move to here, stay in the trees, and use stealth to make sure that, or to hope that none of these guys see me and start moving that way. And I'll start
Gotcha,
moving
okay.
south towards the other party members.
Yeah, if we can all conglomerate at the bottom of the screen on the ground, then at the same, like I said, we can get Vondi to cast invisibility spear pretty much on all of us.
Hey, where is Vondrum? Vondrum, roll initiative.
And-
Wasn't I in it originally?
Let me check.
Yeah,
I thought so.
but yeah, if we can do invisibility spear on all of us to get us all
29.
invisible, and then Poe can take himself,
So
Vondi, and
you're saying I have that scroll for the invisibility sphere?
Polearm
You-
does.
Oh, okay.
well, I think I've got the scroll, but well, one of us has it. We probably would have given it
I
to
can
you
read
because it's not something I can use.
I think I can read it, right? Invisibility is, I think.
As long as it's a cleric spell, you can.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's what I'm
Les.
looking
You
at
bet.
this.
Thought
Oh,
it was
no,
just-
it's not. It's
I thought it was just
illusion.
an arcane one.
Yeah, it's just arcane, so I can't read it.
So Vondi has to read it. But like I said, if we all get together just for a round, Vondi can read it, turn us invisible, and then you can grab Ono and Vondi and bail, you get 600 feet away and you're invisible. It leaves the twins, but the twins are both fairly stealthy anyway. The invisibility, even when we're moving, it adds 20 to our stealth. So
I don't know that I
That's
can
gonna
get
make-
to you in one turn, you guys. Like I fly is what, 60?
Yep.
So a double
Yep.
move is 120.
so it's
And
going
I'm
to take you.
180 feet up and over.
Yeah, it's going to take. Well, I can start moving that direction, and Wraith's already stealthing his way over, so people aren't going to see him. But yeah,
I mean, are you really worried I can't fly out of here? You think I
I
guess
think that Drake will. I think
I'm
that
the
Drake will
only-
catch you.
and I'm the only one that can read it. Nobody else can read the spell, right?
Correct. Let me
that
see.
thing
I don't.
flies quicker than you, I would suspect, Jennifer, too. There's,
I have a
Bonnie's
fancy spell. I'm going to use a fancy spell on it, but I'll fly your way as soon as I'm done. I want to try my fancy spell.
All right. Well,
Because what is gaming for if not to be somewhat foolish and use fancy spells when you maybe should just run?
there you go. Perfect. That said, Vondram, I think it's your turn. I had you screwed up, but you should have come before Wraith. So we'll just do you now.
Okay, well, I'm going to flip over on my back and cast this crazy spell. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Glitter dust.
Glitter dust. And who are you casting it on?
The
The
drink
dragon?
quickly.
All right.
Trying to blind it.
If I can blind it, it's less of a
Okay.
problem. At least for a couple of rounds, maybe.
All right.
No spell
So
resistance, and it's will.
will save. All right. Cool. All right. So let me tell you, his will is a +10.
Oh, he can still roll a 1, 2, 3.
DC is 13.
I'm double checking something.
So the spell
It's
should be your casting stat +1 at least.
No, it's second, so 10. Yeah, am I casting one?
Okay,
Hang on,
so
I don't
2
have this
plus your.
character set up as well as my other ones. Hang on, sorry about that.
No worries.
So I'll say the DC's at
Jennifer, the
least.
Plus,
DC.
+6, so my intelligence is a +6.
Oh wow.
So that's going to be 12 plus 6 is 18. And
18.
hang on, is this? No, it's evocation. I get to add 1 to my DC, but nope, I'm good on this one.
Okay, so DC 18.
Yep.
Here we go. Ooh, yeah. So he avoids it, but he is
He
covered in
smokes it.
glitter.
So he is fabulous right now, but he's not
Yeah.
blind.
Okay, well, I zoom down and take 60.
And how many people can say they bedazzled a Drake?
I can
Boy.
say that. That's a good roll, Les.
That was a good roll. 1 second. All right, so he is quite bedazzled. You can see with the yellow circle there, and did pretty good. So, but he is not blinded. All right, and so then you're gonna
Drop me down
move.
to 120.
You're gonna take down to 120, just straight down, or are you gonna?
At an angle towards. I guess I'm heading towards polar. Is that where I should be going? Right to you?
Do we need to use the Pthag? I think we do. So if you're heading towards Poe, I'm gonna
I mean,
say
how fast does the Drake fly? If he flies more than what was it, 80 plus 60? If he flies more than 140 in a move, he's gonna get me anyway. No matter which way I
go. His speed. Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Dragons are fast. Drakes are fast too. So all right, so you're coming down and over. So what I'm gonna put you at 140 and then move you a couple squares over, about there.
Yeah, closer to the fire.
Okay.
He's gonna dive bomb. It's gonna make it a little more uncomfortable.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, Drake doesn't like fire.
Gotcha. No, he's not gonna like fire. All right.
Especially covered with glitter.
glitter and fire.
Now
do
he
not
might be
mix.
just like distracted by his own beauty and just, this might be like a distracted charm.
Glitter bombs go up like explosive near fire.
That's true. He's surrounded too. All right. That it for you, Vondram?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Arendar, you've got a guy right next to you. He's run up to you. He's got a big hammer in his hand, and he's like, "You've destroyed my catapults."
Yep. So I take a step, 5-foot step.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smack him and tell him, I don't want to kill you. Just go away.
But I want to kill you. All right. So are you doing non-lethal, or are you trying?
No,
Okay.
no.
I don't want to kill you, but I probably
I don't want to kill you, but you
I
need to
just
leave.
might.
It'll be an accident. Chalk it up. All right, go for it.
That's-
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That's the twins version of he's coming right
Wow.
for us.
Wow. 2 19s in a row. So that is a confirmed crit.
That's
Hold
awesome.
So
on.
that's
I don't want to kill you. Off goes his head.
and then
You want
that's-
the damage or the chart?
I want damage because I'm triple damage it, but the Falcata.
Oh
So
man.
that's 63 points of damage with that swing.
You basically say
Go
so
away, I don't want to kill you.
Poe and Wraith, you both see this, and hopefully Ono doesn't see that. We'll just keep it our little secret. But you see Arendar yell out, "I don't want to kill you," and then literally split the guy's head in half as he just kind of comes down with the Volcana and absolutely destroys him. He goes
So
down.
you could have given him a couple seconds to run away.
A huge gout of blood, viscera and brains all over the floor, and he's like, "Look, you made me kill you."
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, and then you did a 5-footer.
Like I said,
Actually, that was just a single swing that did that. So if
That's
the
true.
case-
Well, if you swang a second, it's a 17. That would
Well, I
have hit
didn't
as
need it.
well.
didn't
you
need
didn't
it.
need it. You didn't need it.
So then I don't have to do a 5-foot step. I can do the full. Get over close to Poe.
All right, I'll allow it. Poe, you are up. What are you gonna do?
He's still telling me off for not giving the guy a second to run.
I don't think I got anything I need to do, so I'm just gonna hold.
Hold. Do you want to delay or do you want to skip?
Might as well.
Okay.
I'll delay.
All right,
in
so you're
case.
gonna delay. In case you need to get back in before the end of the round, let me know. All right, so now it's Drake time. All right, the Drake has a speed, and Vondram, I hate to even say this out loud, but he has a speed of 200. Fly
Figured it
speed
was
of 200.
pretty damn high, yeah.
Yeah, it's fast.
And he's going down, not up. So-
Well, what he's doing is going sideways. So he's going to go 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Now, my question to you is, if I wanted to, if I was so crazed as maybe to want to do this, could I grab onto him? When he
You'd have
attacks
to
me,
do-
when
You
he's
have to
going
do
to
a
attack.
CMB grapple check against
Yeah.
his CMD.
And there's a pretty substantive size difference too.
Yeah, so if
I
you
just
take,
need to
take
get
penalties.
away. Yeah.
All right, so he's moved 60. He basically is turning southward towards you and descending at speed. So let me see. So he's going down here, and he is going to descend. So a 60, he can descend. He's going to descend to your level. So he's going to descend 100 feet to 140, so that you guys are on the same level, even though you're still descending. He's basically now descending with you. And let's see. So he's moved. It's not even a. It's a single move action. And he is going to do a breath weapon on you. He's going to emit a cloud. His breath weapon is.
Dun dun dun.
Well, it's frost, so it's cold damage. So he is going to breath weapon. It's a 40-foot cone. Reflex save DC 21 for 12d4 damage.
Okay, I'm sorry. Reflex 21, you said?
Reflex 21, yes, ma'am.
Wah, wah.
Hold on, what did you get?
17.
17. All right. Well, the cone reaches out and it's well above the rest of it. So it's just Vondram that it gets. So that is a pretty significant amount of damage. Let me double check, make sure. Whoops, no. Yes, okay. 12d4 of cold damage. Are you immune to cold or have any resistances there?
I am looking and I do not, so I guess 48's as bad as it can get.
Here it goes. 27 points of cold damage. And are walls of fire concentration?
Wasn't that a spell? We used spells. We used
Yeah, it's
scrolls.
concentration plus
It's
plus
Plus
something.
1.
Yeah, maybe +1, yeah.
I'm almost there.
Even when you read a scroll.
Concentration plus 1 round per level.
Oh,
So you guys are 7th level, 8th level,
yeah,
8th level. Okay.
so,
All right. So it'll still be 9 rounds, even if concentration is
Right.
blown. So I'm assuming that concentration is blown after getting hit by frost. So, so there's, and that's going to be. Can he do? He cannot. He doesn't have any. He has some at will stuff, but also,
And there's more.
there's more. He also generates a frightful presence. So, and that's going to affect largely everybody because it's 180 feet. So he's 140. So that will include Vondrum, Arendar, and Poe, and potentially Ono.
Is that a spell-like ability?
It is. Hold on. I think it's a supernatural ability. Let me check though. It is a. It's not a supernatural ability. It's a EX, which is EX again. Extraordinary something.
It's not an effect either.
It is. It's a special quality that makes the creature's very presence unsettling to foes. Activating it is a free action, usually part of an attack or a charge, which is this the case. Opponents within the range who witness the action may become frightened or shaken. So in this case, his frightful presence is 180 feet. It is a DC 17 will save.
So a +2 save versus enchantment spells and effects, would that play in them?
No, it would not.
It would
It's
not.
not an
is
enchantment.
+1 though. Bless gives everybody a +1.
Bless does give
Okay.
you +1.
So that wouldn't help my reflex back there either. Okay. Ooh, nice.
Okay.
So that's a 22 for Vondi.
Okay. 31 for Poe. Both of those, what did we say? It was a DC, who?
17, I think.
Yes, DC 17. All right. What about Arendar, the Magnificent?
mine's gonna have several bonuses. I'm calculating those right now.
Gotcha.
Will save, you said?
Yes, it's a will save.
97.
That's not gonna be enough
But
regardless
it's
of all
got-
those bonuses.
Are those the bonuses you're typed in, or is that your
No,
roll?
that's without it, but those bonuses aren't gonna make a difference. So I'm gonna use my ability from the Vampire Hunter that allows me to re-roll a blown will save.
Okay.
I can do it once per day.
This would be
And I
an
get to do it
excellent
with an
time.
additional +1, so.
Oh, did not help in this case. So that's Paris luck. I have a
And
feeling.
then
And then,
I've got one more skill that I hate to use.
okay. Oh, is it the steal from your
well,
brother?
Chuck hates.
And you need will save? Is that what it is?
It is a will save. DC 17 will save.
My will save is only +3.
But we get like 4.
Well, you get a bonus to it, but you have
Yeah.
to use, you're using my will save.
Right. Yeah, that's why I got mine. Like I've got several feats just on my will save. But you can't combat multiple low rolls in a row. It's 4, so it's 3 + 4 is 7. Get 2 from that, 1 from Bless. So with this +10. So it's going to be 4 higher than what it says.
Okay. And Chuck rolls it, or you roll it?
He rolls
No.
it.
Oh,
do.
there it is. Natural Twunzo, I think. Yep. All right. So that
I've used
will.
everything I can today to do that, but
Yeah, you did. You burned
if
it all.
If he fails it, I'm stunned.
right. That's why I use that one last, because it affects him if I mess up.
Which I'm sure he likes.
Yeah.
All right, so you do manage to eke it out through a fair amount of cheating, but
Yep,
no frightful
lots of
presence. And
cheating.
the deal with frightful presence is once if you save against it, you don't have to save against it again.
Yeah, you're done.
So yeah, you're done with it. All right, so that is his turn. All right, so this guy is going to how tall are the walls of fire?
I forgot. I don't remember.
Are they 40 feet?
I thought they
20
were
or
40
40
feet.
feet?
I thought they were 40 feet.
I think they're 40.
Let's go with that.
All right, I'm just gonna mark that. So, all right, 40 feet. So he's going to go back inside, and you see him emerge back on the roof, which is about 12 feet, which means he can't see jack. All right, he gets up on the roof, but he's still too close. He's going to go to the back of the thing to see if he can see over the wall. But I don't think 12 feet is a lot. 40 feet is a lot lower than I don't think he sees jack. So, okay. All right. Who are these guys? All right. These guys are cooking. You hear it from in between the two flame walls. You hear screams of agony and cries of pain and suffering, and you can hear it quite clearly. The things that you have done to these poor innocent dwarves who might otherwise be your friends. In the meantime, the guys out here charge. All right, so let me do a quick perceptione to see if they see Wraith. I'm gonna take a wild guess and think that they don't, but let me just check. Perception is blah blah blah. +0. Would you consider your stealth to be unusual craftsmanship?
What does that mean?
Well, they get a bonus to perception to notice unusual craftsmanship.
No, that would be if I'm a wall.
All right, here we go. No, they don't see it. All right, so they are just all going to charge towards. Well, they're going to charge
Arendar.
around. Yes, they're going to charge towards Arendar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's going to be double moves all the way around. As they they're not going to get close to that fire, so they're going to come down here. And then this guy, I don't think he can get 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can. So he's going to come here and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's not going to be able to get close enough. So he's going to come out here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't get close enough either, but he's headed towards Poe. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all basically charging you guys.
I
And
had
he's gonna do
Blessing of Fervor in my laptop. That's old, right? That's from before.
Yeah, it'd be
Bless-
from before. And now I'm going to move these guys around because now they want to kill him.
I do have reach left. Did any of them pass through? Where
No. In fact, they don't. They don't.
They get to your reach, but they don't go through it.
Yeah, they don't go through it. Oh, he's gonna. He might though. Hold on a second, because he's gonna have to double move. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he might come around. Whoops. He might come around to you. He would come around to you. See, this guy here that I'm moving that comes around to the side of you you'll get an attack of opportunity on him. If you want to take it, which you do not have to do. Eric, is that you? Okay.
Hello, hello,
All right,
hello, hello. Are you there?
We are. How you doing?
Hello. I'm sorry that I'm late. Good to
No
see you.
worries. We know why. All right. So the confirmation was that a 16 to confirm?
Yep.
All right. That is a confirmed crit. Do you want the chart or the damage?
I would do triple damage.
Triple damage. That stinks. 10 points times 3 is 30. He screams as the point of your spear embeds itself in his abdomen, and it stops him running as he's like, he's still alive, but he's leaking a variety of interesting entrails and semi-entrails all over the snow.
I was on reserve too, Les, so I'll just go and try to finish
Good
him.
heavens. What the hell's
Okay.
going on here?
All right, so you're gonna go
Full
at that
retreat.
point.
Full retreat, we're running, Eric.
There you go.
All right, and then your next attack, 29, that will
29.
hit. That will put him out of his misery as you twist it and kill him. Oh no, since you were away, it is now your turn. You have two guys that
Okay.
have approached
Yeah,
you.
wait, but fill him in on the plan before you go, so you know, somebody let him know what
Oh.
we're trying to do. Because if he engages, it's going to change everything.
Yeah,
Well,
we're all coming back to the same area because we're going to get invisibility cast on us.
I see.
And then, so basically you get to within 5 feet of Poe.
I'm
Where you-
gonna
where you're-
move right
yeah.
away to right here.
That's Wraith.
Okay, cool. And oh, can you all hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad.
You need to go down towards Poe and
No, you wanna
avoid
go-
all
No, you
the
wanna-
attacks of opportunity you just ran through to get to me.
Wait, hold on.
Here's Poe down here.
Yeah.
Don't we want to go further than Poe so Poe can run to us and not stand there and get slaughtered when their turn comes up? Or I guess he's going to run before.
Is that a dragon?
I'm hoping you're
Kind
going
of.
to drop right in front of her, right behind Poe, and then we're all going to be there.
Yeah, I guess turn order says, because he's
Wait. Okay. I
the
set
end.
out here.
All the
So
bad guys are going to go before him.
what should I do?
Right.
Right.
Tell me to go.
Well, you
I
can.
don't know that you would act cowardly in this face. Everybody seems to be running away, but you've got dwarves to fight. It's time to.
All the bad guys go before Poe. He's at the end of the round now. So if we meet right where he's standing, we're going to get pummeled and have to engage a little bit. If you guys start running forward further south,
Okay.
I can catch you.
All right.
We're at the end of the map, though.
Well, I mean, Les can do the voodoo he does. It's up to you guys. I'm just throwing that out there.
It's going to take you 2 rounds, right, Jennifer, to get to.
No, because I'm going to do an air elemental form and I'll have perfect flight and I can be there in my next turn. I can meet you there. I'm actually going to beat you to where you're going.
Okay. Well,
Well, I need to know where we're going to end up because I thought we were going to Poe, and that's why I went to Poe. But we need to figure out what square we're all going to be adjacent to, so we can end the turn there.
It just kind of changed when all the bad guys crawled up on our butts and Poe's went to the end of the turn order. Everything changed.
My roll 20 just stopped.
So
I was
did
going to say I
mine.
lost my
No,
screen.
it's everybody's. Yeah, it's
Oh.
mine. It's my fault.
Oh, I see. Here we go.
Are you
know,
extending the map, Les?
Yes, I am.
I figured you would be.
Well, I see two what look like walls of fire. I see a dragon. I see a bunch of guys who
A lot of
apparently want
you
to.
hear a lot of screaming too.
I hear screaming.
Oh yeah.
What did I just wind jump into? Goodness gracious.
We caused a lot of problems. We really don't want to fight all these guys. We're just trying to get out of Dodge. It was not our intent to kill
Oh,
all these people. We just
I
wanted
see.
to disrupt proceedings, which I think we did a pretty fair job of.
Oh
We're
yeah.
not trying to fight. We're trying to leave.
Now we're trying to leave.
Okay, got it. Okay. I will go with the team.
All right. So it's your turn before we end
My
the
turn.
round.
Me.
So
Okay.
Ono, what you were here.
Yes.
So
Here?
go back there, yeah.
Okay,
And let's
yes, sir.
since you know the
Gotcha.
plan now.
Sorry. Okay.
All right.
I
So
think that-
what do you do now?
Well, if we're gonna flee, let me punch these two guys, knock them out, and then we'll flee.
Okay.
Great. So,
So you'll only be able to flee half as far, though, which will make it not possible for you to catch up and be in this spell we're trying to cast on everybody.
oh, I
the
see.
range of the spell?
You know what? Okay,
Not sure.
actually, Ono can wind jump pretty fast.
Here we go. Here we go.
And so,
Is it a spell, Ono?
no, it's a key point. A key point.
Okay. So
A
it's
key
part of
point.
your movement. Yeah, you just spend
Yes,
the key
sir.
point, but
So-
you kind of spring away. Okay.
The only thing I gotta worry about is maybe if there's a flying dragon around, it's gonna be like that Ursula K. Le Guin book, Cat Wings.
Well, that's the other flaw. What other potential flaw in Bondrum's plan is that the dragon moves 200 feet in the air.
Well, I was thinking about I'd stay up and take one more hit for the team by
You shouldn't take hits for the team. Goodness gracious.
60. How you guys can all move 60 at one time?
40 mostly. And most people are 30 actually.
I meant double moves. If you just haul ass, how far can you get?
While running, you can go 4 times 30, so
It
120.
depends on it depends if you're wearing heavy armor, it's 3 times 30.
So Vondrum can go
Loading.
200 feet next time,
Sure. Where's oh no.
which puts me 20,
Okay.
100.
But if you do that, you can't do anything else.
So if we all run this turn and end up somewhere down here, the bottom of the map, we're going to have to take one hit from the dragon, the Drake,
How
right?
much of a problem is that dragon?
And the rest of them are just going to run to us again and not be able to do anything, and then we're out. Because I have first initiative on the next turn, and I can read the spell, and we're invisible. Right? Does that make sense, or no? Am I missing something?
No, yeah, because you're basically using the initiative order because the dragon is sort of middle initiative.
Uh-huh. I mean, the dragon's gonna do his thing. The dragon's gonna do what the dragon's gonna do.
The only one you have to worry about is
Hmm.
Ono,
Hold on a minute.
but he has a turn now.
I mean,
Okay,
if Ono, right, that's what I'm saying. If we
My
don't, if he
turn.
doesn't do this run with us, then everything is kind of Ono's gonna be left behind.
I think you guys should run because this dragon is going to chase you. You all need either. I mean, Ono can essentially fly. Les, can I do a quick action feather balance and spend a key point, please?
Sure. I'm not sure what you want to do with that though.
I am gonna wind jump, and I'm gonna wind jump over, and I'm gonna do a stunning punch on the dragon.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at wind jump here. 1 second.
Here's
Right, can
feather
you?
balance, and then wind jump. That means I can make it there
You
within
grant himself a fly
acrobatics.
speed with perfect maneuverability equal to your base land speed. What is your base land speed?
50.
50.
50.
So
Run is times 4. So
you
I can
basically now
effectively
get
run at 200.
Yep. All right. So, but you can't fly at 200. Now the dragon is 140 feet in the air, so you can't reach him.
I can't?
Not yet. Not in one round.
Oh, you're right. Because it's over. It's at that high up. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was at that high up. Okay, no, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought it was right there.
140 feet in the air, as is Vondrum.
I should have posed a interrogative regarding altitude of reptiles. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, if he ever gets down lower, I'm gonna punch him.
In the meantime, are you wind jumping due south
You know what? Then
or
I'm gonna,
towards where Poe is likely to end up?
Because
Yeah,
the
sure.
dragon's gonna be coming down. You'll get your chance, believe me.
okay, then I'm gonna wind jump in the direction of Poe.
Where
All
Poe's
right.
gonna be is the goal down here. Where
So
Poe's
like about here. All right. So for wind jump, you get a
can't-
fly speed, and you can do it. So it basically, you don't even. You know what? What you could do rather than spend the key point, what I would do is do a full withdraw action, which gives you twice your. I mean, you can. It's basically a full move action, so it gives you 100 feet.
Hmm.
No attacks of opportunity from the guys that are next to you, and it'll get you to where it'll get you as far south as. Well, I mean, it'll get you massive. I mean, it'll get anywhere in here.
Yes, sure.
So,
All right,
I
then
mean, basically, you want to be where Poe is going because you want to be
Sure.
close enough to
Okay.
Poe at the end of Poe's turn.
Did we figure out what the range of the spell is? I don't have it in my thing to look at it. What is the name of the
Uh,
spell?
Was it invisibility sphere?
It's only 15 feet.
Okay,
You got to be like dang near adjacent.
okay.
So from my point of view, oh no,
Yes, sir.
you need to try and pick out a place within 100 feet where you think Poe's going to be next within 15
All right,
feet
sure.
next turn. Basically, you're setting the launch spot,
That's fine. Then can
but
I
you can't
go
go too far
to?
because not everybody moves as fast as you
Oh,
do.
yes, shoot, you're right. Darn it.
But he knows, wouldn't he know pretty much how fast polearm can go at top speed? He's seen Poe run before.
I can
True.
also look down and see you, right? Can I see them?
Yeah, they're right there.
Then,
They haven't moved yet. They're moving next.
all right, then you know what? I'm going to aim toward right there, I guess, or should it be here? Right here. I'm going to aim toward there. If that dragon gets down low, I am going to fly up and
Monk it.
pu- pu- punch the dragon.
Okay.
It's I'm gonna punch the dragon. All right, there we go. All right,
Is that a
so I'm
euphemism?
gonna move to there.
Okay. All right. So Ono has skedaddled, moved south, gotten a position, and basically it is the rally point, effectively. All right. So Poe, you've already gone, so we now go into round 3. Bondrum is up top of the order.
He's using elemental body to assume the form of a small air elemental.
Oof. Okay.
And
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Huh.
gone.
Wow.
All
When
right.
we
And what's the
skedaddle-
speed? I'm assuming air
Perfect.
elementals can move like crazy fast.
It's perfect. 100. So,
So you can get all the way to there.
well, that's not really true, actually, because I had to cast the spell, right? So that
Ooh,
was
so
an
you only
action.
get one action of movement.
So I'm gonna
Hold on, let me check. Air elemental. Let's see what they can do. Let's see is this a large or a medium?
let's say medium.
Medium. All right. So their fly speed is 100 perfect, and that's per action. So you can still fly 100 feet. So let me check something here. So I would say you're starting out here. Yeah, you're only going 60 feet and 140 feet down. Hold on. Pythagoras. The hypotenuse is.
Hmm.
Nope, wait, I fucked it up. Hold on. The hypot is 152 feet.
Wow.
So you can get to the ground, but you will be 50 feet. You will like land about here.
Where, hun? Where'd you put me?
Right about here by where polearm is now. Or you could stretch it out, but you'll still be in the air. What I would do is stay up in the air. So what's the
Yeah.
distance on the
Yeah.
spell is 15?
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer.
Hold on, let me check and see if the hypot works. So that means that it
It's gonna get me
is.
that close, though.
So this would be 125. 138. It's closer anyway. So you would land about here. Say right here. Like right about there.
Here. Okay.
But that would put you and you would be 15 feet in the air.
I was gonna say I don't really want to be on the ground. Okay, 15 feet in the air. So you're gonna change that 110 to a 15.
I am going to.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to make it so we can see it too.
I mean, feasibly, I could stay in this form and just mist out of here. I don't know that you guys really need to save me as much now, right?
Well, that's true. I mean, I don't think
I'm misty and moving at 200 feet, but I can read the spell.
Right, you're the
I
only one
guess.
that can cast a scroll.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Okay. Race.
So if I move stealthily, I can only move half.
Correct.
So if I move one movement stealthily and the other movement I just run, what's the total distance?
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Light.
So the first action would be continue to be stealth. That would be 15. Your base is 30?
Yes.
All right. So then you would get 15 for that. And then you would get 4x But that would be for the full round, so it would be half. So another 60. So a total of 75 feet. And you would be stealth for half the round and then not stealthed for the rest.
Okay, hang on a second.
So 15 and 60 if you want to divide it up.
I don't even need that much. Because from the edge of the map currently into the white squares,
Mhm.
is 15, so I could get there stealth. And from there to be standing beside Ono would only be another 35. So that would be 2 movements. And I wouldn't actually be running at that point.
Okay. All right.
Having-
Yeah, you can get there.
Having said that, even though everybody else is dedicated to this getting away thing, as well as am I, but there are 3 dudes behind my brother at the current moment. Right? These 3 guys?
Yes, they're moving on your brother, and there's 2 dudes that were moving on polearm. So there's like 5 dudes within 10 feet of your brother.
So if I do
5 dudes. Oh yeah, 1.
15 feet
Mm-hmm.
stealthy,
Right.
and then unload on these 2.
Okay. Splitting arrows. How many arrows do you? Well, you've only get one because you moved. You only get 1 shot. Is it a split?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to split 1 arrow at you're going to fire 1 shot, but each arrow, arrow at 2 guys.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to go here stealthed. And do I need to make another stealth roll, or are you good with the one I had?
No, 23 is still good. It hasn't
Okay.
been it hasn't been spoofed yet. So
And that gives you bonuses, right? Being stealthy? Or does it? Just curious when you're
It
shooting.
no, it only gives me bonuses to not be seen. I'm not close enough to them, and or they're not flanked.
Okay.
yeah, they're not
Just-
flanked.
Well, I am close enough to the first guy. Hang
And
on.
he was
Uh,
kind of flanked.
Well, but Arendar would have to be in this square for them to be proper flanked, and it would only be this guy.
Actually, I'm close enough to both of these, and it doesn't require flank.
So you get sneak attack damage too.
Yeah, yes.
All
Because I'm
right.
within 30 feet. Flank's not required. So that is rapid shot.
26 to hit. That will hit. So 24 plus 8 for each.
24 plus 1 because I'm within 30 feet. That's 25 plus 8 sneak attack damage to
33.
each.
Oh man, how much total? 33?
Yes.
All right, both of them go down with arrows in their backs.
And that was real stealthy like. So
Let me do a quick perception check on that guy right in front of those guys.
yeah, if any of them are still alive, they would get a perception check. So it's only the one. He didn't.
Ooh, he did not see them. Probably didn't even see them go down. Well, he might have seen them go down, but
Right.
he certainly doesn't see you.
Right.
I'd
All
hope
right.
he'd go down. He was right next to him.
Yep.
One of them almost fell on him. But
All
but
right.
at this
A real
point,
narcissistic guy that wouldn't catch that.
that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Arendar. You got 1 guy moving on you fast and a couple of guys that just fell down and you can't help but think that it's gotta be. This is gotta be Wraith's doing. Because they've got arrows in their backs and they're both
Yeah.
dead.
We are heading towards Ono, correct? That's the plan?
Yes.
Did I jump too far?
No.
No.
Not at
No,
all.
you're
Okay.
good.
So, and if I know we've got another round or 2, I'm gonna take a single swing at this guy, and then I'm gonna move single movement back that way.
Oh yes.
Uh,
All right. Do it. Sorry, that was my breath weapon reload roll. 20 will wait, which are you are you clocking this guy here?
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, 20 will hit. 16 points
16
of
points.
damage. That will not kill him.
Oh,
And then you're gonna run away.
I'm gonna run down to there, so.
And then here comes your toy, oh no.
All right.
All right. All right. He is going to. All right. So it is 150. Okay.
150 to get to where?
To get 60 feet. So for him it's 150 to get to here, but he doesn't want to go that far. He's going to overfly you guys. So he's going to drop down to he's going to drop down to 40. And he's going to basically just descends strongly. And then what he's going to do is, I just want to check something real quick. One second, I got to check something real quick. What is the range on that? No, it's too far. All right. He's going to drop a. Okay. One second. So he is going to drop a
You're killing us, boss.
cloud. Sorry, he's going to drop a cloud on you guys. Boom. So you three are in it, Vondrum. So it is essentially a big cloud of icy fog. I need fortitude saves from the three of you against a DC 17. So a DC 17 fortitude save, or you take 3d6
Uh-oh. Ah,
frost damage.
that's a drag. Okay, here we go. Fortitude save.
Vondi makes it, no prob.
Let me find my
This is for half
fortitude
damage,
save.
by the way.
I'm sorry. Here, fortitude save. Here we go.
27, very nice.
This Drake's evil, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some fortitude bone against.
It
Ooh,
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. All
My
right,
gosh.
so 9 points of
saves
frost
us up.
damage for Arendar, 4 points each for 0 for Ono, and 4 for Vondrum. As the
Well,
cloud,
hold
but
on.
you're also your vision is obscured. So hold on one second.
How big is the cloud?
It's as big as you can see on there. So
How tall is it? Is it 15 foot tall?
yeah, it's probably 30 feet tall.
Okay.
It's as tall as it is wide. So I think it 20. It's 25. So 25 feet tall, 25 feet wide. It's basically a big poof of cloud. But the fog obscures all sight, including vision, dark vision beyond 5 feet, and any creature within has concealment and total concealment if they're farther away than 5 feet. So you can't see. Suddenly you can't see anything. Nobody can see anybody in there.
Can Ono and I see the edge of it, kind of? Can we tell that it's lighter towards one direction?
Yes, you can, but only just.
Okay.
So we know
Can-
which way to head.
And it's Ono's turn.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can I? So right now I'm inside a cloud of. Is it smoke, mist?
Freezing vapor.
It's freezing vapor. Okay.
Freezing fog.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get out of there. Can I move to the south? Right
Yes.
there? Okay, great.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do that as a action, I
Okay.
guess. And
Just so 5 foot step outside
yes,
of the
sir.
cloud. Perfect.
Yes, sir, please. And what do I see? I mean, where I don't see
Basically,
my friend.
it's more of the top of the mountain, right? So it's flat, covered in
Okay.
snow,
Yes,
occasional
sir.
tree and boulder.
All right. Is that dragon near me?
Not that you
Me?
can see.
All right.
You can't see the dragon.
I'm looking around me. I guess I would not see much. I
You
mean,
don't give me a quick perception check.
yeah, because I don't know what I would see. Let me go to my perception. Where are we? Yeah. Sorry, here I am. All right. 26.
Okay. Well, so from where you are, the only thing you can really see is, and remember, it's dark too. So
Oh, I see.
it's before dawn. So you're looking south.
Yeah.
Behind you is this big cloud of frozen vapor.
Okay.
But now you can also hear, so you can hear a bunch of stuff, right? So you can hear the flapping of huge wings. You can hear the crackling of flames. Behind the frozen vapor, the sky is lit up. From what you remember from the giant walls of fire that were going on back
Right.
there. You
Right.
can also hear the tortured screams of people who are of dwarves who are literally roasting to death.
Hmm.
But beyond that, you don't see any of your friends, and you don't see any dragons either.
So it's tortured screams, flames, chaos. It's business as usual. That's fine.
Correct.
Okay, great. I'm gonna, choo. Uh, Also, Les, I'm not sure if I should see this or not. I mean, I see the vaporous cloud, but I'm also standing on a field of white.
Yeah, it's because you guys were running south and I ran out of map. But basically,
Gotcha.
imagine the map
I will
is
imagine.
the same as the map above. It's
Theater of the
essentially the
mind.
same
Yes,
terrain. I
sir.
just don't have it.
Okay,
I don't.
great. Well, I mean, I don't want to run away and leave my friends. I can't punch a cloud of frozen vapor. I'm
Well,
gonna
you could.
I could, but if I hear the flapping of wings, I'm gonna gaze around me and try to find either friend or foe and run toward them.
Everything you don't see anybody or anything. Everything that you hear is behind you on the other side of the cloud.
Wow, okay. Then you know what? I'm gonna run this way, clockwise to there,
All right.
down this is cloud, and
You rolled a 26 perception, so you can see Wraith
okay.
in the bushes over there. He
Can he
just
Okay.
pull
shot some
Arendar
guys.
with him? Can you take Arendar with him or no?
Mm-mm.
Cannot pull somebody with you.
Could I reach in and grab Erendar and
You can't see him.
I can't see him at all. Oh,
Mm-mm.
I can't see him. Do I
I
hear
thought you said
him?
within 5 feet you could see. I thought 5 foot was the limit.
Yeah,
No?
but he's not there anymore. He
I moved
sprang
away.
out.
Wait, what?
You
I
want to
didn't
roll
even
back the
know
clock?
he was there. Okay, I didn't even know.
You can yell to him. He can hear you.
Erendar.
What about messaging?
Oh,
You
right.
could use messaging,
Messaging. Erendar, where
but
are
you
you?
can only advise him to the extent that you can see.
Oh,
My goodness.
well, where are you? What? All right.
What have you
Anybody?
done?
All right. Is there anybody I can help or anybody who needs a punch
The only
in the jaw? I mean, I'm here to serve.
You don't even see any of the dwarves. The only
All right.
person you see is Wraith, and it looks like
Okay.
he just popped a couple of guys on the other side of the thing. But
All
even
right.
in this, you may see this guy
Yeah.
who is
You know what?
facing away from Wraith towards Poe or towards somebody, but that's the
Sure.
only person you can see.
Look, I don't know where my people are. I don't know where the enemy is. I'm gonna stay put and wait. I'm gonna wait until I hear something or see something. I do have my
Oh.
night vision goggles on. I can see stuff.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just stand by.
All right. You're gonna stand there and
Yeah.
hang out. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know what else to do right now.
Those guys are dying. I'm just gonna take them off the board. This guy. All right. So then these guys are going to swarm. They're not going to go into the cloud. They're going to swarm Poe.
Oh.
So this guy's gonna move. This guy, there will be, well, these guys will 5-foot step in. He's gonna go here. So I'm just gonna mark guys that you can use as targets. You can't do multiple attacks of opportunity, can you? Or did you already did that attack of opportunity that you did that happen this round or last round? I think it's last round.
I think it was
You
last
can
round,
get
yeah.
a feat that allows you to do the number of attacks of opportunities as your dex bonus, but I'm sure he doesn't have it.
I rolled a 13 for the attack of opportunity on the one that I could.
All right. So you have several that you could do it on. They all sort of close with you.
I think I missed, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you rolled 13. Yeah, that is a miss. Okay, so all right, so you've got 5 dudes who are attacking you. So these guys have warhammers, and they are +4 with their hammers. So here we go. 5 attacks, 5 single attacks because they all moved. First, second, third, 4, 5. Any of those hit? 22 or 19 hit you?
21 is what I have right now, so the 22
So
hit.
1 hit. D8 +1 is this. So it is. Ooh, max damage 8 +1. You get clonked by one of these dudes. And I'm going to take off their little circles because they're not eligible for attacks of opportunity anymore. But yeah, you've been defending pretty hard, but you got kabonked by one guy, kind of snuck in there and got you. But yeah, they basically surrounded you.
Mhm.
Run, I'll take care of them.
All right, that is Poe. Round 4, Vondrum.
No, I didn't go, Les. That was a
Oh, you didn't go. Yeah, okay, you go. Sorry.
Can I see Vondi where I'm at, or is he in the
I'm
fog?
whispering to you. I'm whispering to you. Run.
Partial concealment, yeah. I mean, you could
If you-
sort of make him out a little bit, but it's not clear.
I got an attack plan for all 5.
All right, I'm going to do a withdraw.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily know that I would. My instinct was to go this way, so that's what I'm going to do. 10, 20, 30, 40, and I don't see anybody. Oh, I kind of can see Ono right from there.
Did you go through the fog?
Nope, I went
Okay,
around it.
you went around it. Okay, so you ran around. Okay, and it was a full withdraw action. Yeah, you can see Ono, but that's the only person you can see.
Okay, and a full withdrawal, you get to do 2 moves, right? So I have
It's a double move. You just don't provoke.
10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so I am there.
Okay. All right. Oh no, you can see Poe has come around the other side of the fog cloud. You're not sure what's going on with him, but he has a big bruise on his head.
Uh-oh.
Vondrum. All right. I'm very curious.
Vondi is going to transform himself into a 10-foot tall, 5-foot diameter whirlwind.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, where he is now, I'd like to know without him moving at all, or maybe, I guess, can I take a 5-foot step? So I want to try and dissipate this cloud. That should have a pretty drastic effect on it, I would think, right?
How are you turning into a whirlwind because of
Because
a
I am an air elemental, and that's
Can they do that?
they sure as hell can.
They can. Whirlwind. Hold on. Someone transfer to whirlwinds. Remain in that form. The creature has a flappies. Blah blah blah. 5 feet. Provokes attack. Trapped in a whirlwind. Whirlwind space touches the ground and creates debris.
I wasn't going to touch the ground, though. I'm really just trying to clear this.
It
Frozen rock.
is.
They don't really see a speed. It just says, I mean, wild winds.
Yeah, it does. So it will. Hold on. Let me check the fog cloud. A moderate wind disperses the cloud in 4 rounds. A strong wind disperses the fog in 1 round. I would say that a whirlwind is probably a strong wind, isn't it?
I'd like to think so.
I think so. So it is. So yeah. So now the whirlwind has a clock. It is dispersing. And it will be
Okay.
dispersed. It will be dispersed completely at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay. So in that case, help me to understand, because I've read this 4 times, and just like it's like my ability to read insurance. I cannot do it.
Okay.
So if I was to actually touch the ground here,
Yeah.
I create,
Uh,
so I'm
if-
close to these guys, can I create enough damage towards them without hitting Arendar?
all right. So if the whirlwind's base touches the ground, it creates a swirling cloud of debris. In this case, it would probably be like small stones and snow and frost.
Right.
The cloud is centered on the creature and has a diameter equal to half the whirlwind's height. In this case, your height would be
10 feet high is what I did. I
so
can
it's a
take it up, but I can take it up. Well, let's see.
it's
It
a
varies from
5-foot
creature to
cloud.
creature.
All right. So let's do this here. Whoops. All right, let's get you a 5-foot cloud first of all. Let's make this happen.
Affected creature must see now. I can make, see, that's what I don't understand either. It says, her whirlwind's width is equal to half of its height, and the height varies from creature to creature.
Right. It depends on how tall you are. It's half your height. So if you're 10 foot tall, the whirlwind, the cloud of debris is only 5 foot high. So think of Pigpen from the old
But
things, right?
nobody's 10 foot tall. Like, I mean, how
No,
tall is an
they're
air?
dwarves. They're like 4 feet tall. So it
But
will
I'm-
engulf them.
But I'm an air elemental. I'm not really a dwarf, or am I a dwarf?
No, they're dwarves.
Oh, they're dwarves. I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So in this case, you have essentially a cloud of debris that surrounds you. I'm going to put this in the back. That's probably even goes more than that. It goes out from you, so like about like there. Whoops, whoops.
Oops, 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 oops.
I got too many clouds on the field. All right, so that's there. You basically you come down and you touch the ground. You're on the ground now, so I'm going to take out the 15. And now you've kicked up a bunch of snow and ice and shards of rock and stuff like that in a cloud around you.
Creatures one or more size categories smaller than the wind would take damage when caught. So maybe only the first guy gets caught, right?
Unless you were to move towards them.
Well, if I move towards them, then I'm unable to clear the cloud.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, okay.
Unless
All right.
somebody can pull Arendar out.
Well,
I
you
mean-
could move a smidge side. Well, yeah, you can move a smidge sideways to get the front two.
Isn't the front one dead in that situation?
No, he's standing over a dead guy. That
Oh,
guy,
okay.
there's not a dead guy there. There's a guy on top.
Okay.
All right, so
I can't move my other stuff.
yeah, I know there's too many clouds. All right, like that, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my priority is, I mean, I guess somebody can pull Arendar out of there. Because Arendar can't even see which way is which, or can he now with the help of Arendar? Can you like tell with whispers and no and to get out of there on your turn?
He could probably move. They
was gonna
probably somebody
say,
could tell him to move south, but nobody really knows where he is either.
Right. I haven't even been there for or full round yet, so he's definitely going to be bailing out of there and probably bailing out heading south. But
Okay, then I'm not going to worry as much about tearing up the clouds since everybody's out but him, and he's going to get out. He's telling me he's going to bail.
Okay,
So
so you are going to move forward.
yeah, I think I am. I think that's a higher priority.
All right. So in this case, we have you're just going to like sort of poosh right in the middle of these guys.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. So let me whirlwind
I'm not
touches the
even
ground.
sure
The
about
cloud
how to read the
obscures
damage.
all creatures 5 feet away. Have concealment. Those caught in the debris must see concentration check to cast a spell. It doesn't look like it does any damage. It just obscures sight. And
No, it says when it comes into contact with the whirlwind or take damage as if it was hit by the whirlwind's creature slam attack.
okay.
must also
Oh,
succeed-
you're actually whirlwinding into them. It's not so much
Yeah.
the debris cloud.
Yeah, it must also succeed on a second reflex save or be picked up bodily and held suspended in the winds.
Okay.
Taking the indicated damage each round.
All right. So in this case,
They're
the whirlwind is a
Calvinator.
DC 14, and it does damage. How much damage does it do?
That's what I'm saying. I'm having a hard time with this.
I'm having a hard time with
What's your slam attack?
Oh yeah, it would be a slam
Is it,
attack with
is it the slam attack of an air elemental?
Yeah, D6 plus 3.
That's the
it?
damage.
What is
D6
it?
plus 3. D6 plus 3.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
but I can
And it-
but I can save to get out of that.
Correct, but if they get picked up, if they fail their save and get picked up, they take
They-
that
automatically.
damage every round.
Yep. DC 14, and I think it was a reflex save. Yes, I think so.
As they become
Reflex.
cows in the tornado.
Yeah, it's reflex.
All right, here we go. All right, 5 reflex saves from these poor dwarves who wanted nothing but to love, be loved, and work catapults. Reflex save is +2. What was the DC again? 14?
Uh,
Hold on.
not even sure where you're getting the DC, I'll be honest.
It's right from the air elemental medium stat block. So it's DC 14. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just go bottom left and then around the horn. All right, here we go. First. No. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. So the two corners, basically, the ones that got hit first. So this guy and this guy. Okay. So those two guys are picked up and taking damage. So go ahead and roll the damage.
So the D6 plus 3. Oh, it's on automatic 9. Okay.
No, it's D6 plus 3. You never know.
No, it's fine. I just again. Nice. That'll work.
All right, they
7.
take 7 points each as debris gives them 1,000 cuts and slivers. All right, and then they are lifted bodily. You've got them lifted up in the air.
Right.
Can they attack you or no?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I keep reading this thing my whole turn and I don't.
Cannot move except to go with the whirlwind carry. Trapped creatures can otherwise act normally, but must succeed on a concentration to cast spells. So they can attack. However, they take a -4 penalty to Dex and a -2 penalty to attack rolls.
There you go. Okay.
All right, cool.
There it is.
All right, so you're on the ground, but you're lifting them up.
Yep, 2 of them.
And yep, and the stuff is behind you. Okay, cool. Is that it for you?
I think that's it. Yes. Thank you for
All
helping
right.
me through that.
You bet. That's awesome. Wraith. You can see Ono at the other side of the thing. You don't know where your brother is though.
What's the dragon doing?
It is at 40 feet and it is flying towards Vondrum, who now is an air elemental.
Okay,
It's flying south and down.
right.
Now you're not sure if it's gonna try the old claw bite attack, but it might have some other it won't be this round. Well, it will be this round.
It's not happy with me, that's for sure.
It's got its breath weapon back, so
And what happened to the guy that was in this clump of dead bodies? Is he one of the ones that moved forward into this clump that was around Poe?
yes.
Okay, so then the guy whose buddies died behind him just moved forward like nothing happened and went on attacking Poe.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, he didn't stop to administer first aid, if that's what you mean.
Good to know. Okay. And this dragon looks like he's going to come down.
Looks like he's opening his mouth for another breath weapon.
Okay.
He's gonna have to hit all his buddies too, right? He's not gonna be able to just single me out.
Well, that's the thing about dragons.
Oh yeah. They're wily, huh?
Well, they're not too they're not too fastidious about who gets hit in the breath weapon.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, that's a strategy right there to know.
And he's 40 feet up.
He's 40 feet up, but descending rapidly.
With his mouth hanging open. Aim for his mouth.
I'm going to move here.
Okay.
I'm not going to move at all
Okay.
because he's well within range.
Yep.
45 plus 40 is whatever. So
85.
I'm going to try from where I am and stealth. I'm going to try my longbow attack.
Okay.
And let me check if I can. I can. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Okay.
So he's effectively 60 feet away from you
Yes.
because of the high pot.
Yeah, because of the hypotenuse, and that's fine. He's not a range away.
19 to hit. That might not make it.
Hang on, these.
Ooh, he's got a pretty high AC.
That's not enough attacks, but okay.
So a 19 will miss, as will a 17.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna do it again. Just
Okay.
take the first one.
Okay. 28 will hit.
There's no proximity or sneak attack damage. It's just 11 points.
Just 11 points. Okay. Right.
I apparently don't have the macro set up for when I don't move. Because
Gotcha. Okay.
the first attack is 2 arrows. The second attack is so there should have been more than those two. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, you plunked him and it hit him and he felt it. He's not, it doesn't strike you as being like a massively, I mean, he's powerful, but not overwhelmingly so. He's not Smaug.
Yeah.
So he's still you got it, you hit him, but and it hurt him, but he's still on track to do what he wanted to do.
Right.
Okay, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Arendar, you are in this cloud, freezing your butt off in this cold cloud. Although you do hear wind from the north and what sounds like Poe and Ono in the south.
Yeah, at this stage, I would just sticking with the plan, stepping out and seeing these
Okay.
guys here,
There they are.
and then be asking, where's everybody else?
Okay. That is that it?
We'll be right there. We're doing
And
additions.
I can't see them, but I'd probably be calling to Wraith to get over here now.
Oh, no, saw
right.
me. He's over there.
All right. He's going to land on the ground and breath weapon the whole lot of these guys. So it's a 40-foot cone.
I think there should be a bad karma deduct against us.
Let me roll the DC things, but I need a DC 21 reflex save from you, Vondram.
Okay.
And I'll roll it for all my dudes. There, I don't think any of them have a chance of making that. Well, I mean, it's a reef. Yeah, they need 19s. So, all right. So I think they may die here.
As may I. Okay. I'm sorry. You said that's
Whoa,
Will.
2 of them made it.
What is it you rolled? I'm sorry. I was looking at something else to save my ass. Reflex?
Reflex save. Yes, it's a DC 21. You made it. All right. So,
Oh my God. Yay.
all right. So let me go ahead and roll. It's 12d4
Half
damage.
damage. Woo.
All right, 24 points of damage. So who did he made it? He did not. That's gonna kill him. So he frees. You can see this one guy just freeze. This guy made it, but half damage is still gonna kill him. So he freezes. He freezes. He's still alive. How did that happen? He's still alive, and then this guy lost half, so it would be 12.
He's wishing he isn't alive, I'm pretty sure.
So the back 3 guys just froze. They just like froze as the thing. So you take 12 points.
I did. I sucked it up.
You sucked it up.
Yep.
12 points of frost damage, and that's going to be it for him. Oh no, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Well, things are not a lot clearer. I see Arendar and Polearm. I can't see Vondram.
Nope,
can
can't see.
talk to him.
You can talk through Titus. Oh wait, Titus is far
Where is he?
away.
Where's Titus? I don't see him.
Titus is flying down over the other side of the Elite Pass.
Oh,
Or radio silence.
You cannot talk to each other. No
Radio
messages.
silence.
I take back all those messages that you already did.
okay. Good point. You know what? Good point. Okay. I can see
Titus, you're on
Wraith.
the other side of the pass, and all you hear is like static.
Well,
Okay.
so am I telling these guys on the other side start lobbing shit at the dragon?
They can't see the dragon. Those guys over there. They're way too far away. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I just there's nobody available to punch. I want to if we are doing a retreat, then I guess I want to. Where do we want to flee to?
Vondi can get anywhere you get, wherever you
okay.
want to flee, if you guys want to or not. Don't wait for
Okay.
him.
Vondrum, are you flying?
Well, you can see I'm an air elemental, and you probably know I can fly pretty damn fast. So you
That's
guys
pretty
just
cool.
go where you
Okay.
want to go.
A flying dwarf. That's excellent. I applaud. I applaud. Then if we are fleeing, then I'm gonna flee south again, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I can go, but I don't want to leave people.
Well, I thought you
It-
guys were going to try and was it Dimension Door out of there or something like that,
Yeah,
or
I'm coming to read the spell, but we're going to leave Wraith behind because Wraith can only go.
I don't want to leave Wraith.
Yeah,
And it feels weird to flee a fight. I mean, I don't know.
you could head
Okay.
towards Wraith too a little bit, I guess.
I'm actually gonna run toward Wraith.
The spell you're trying to cast is invisibility spear,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
that everybody can go invisible. Wraith can go invisible by himself.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
okay.
shit, then we don't need to worry about that at all.
Yes, if he
Okay.
can't get there, he can go invisible with a potion.
All right, cool.
Once you do invisibility sphere, Polearm has the ability to dimension door a couple of you, several 100,000, whatever it is, feet away.
Great. Okay. Then
You
let's
take
all
Arendar and
gather.
Ono.
Can we all gather here?
Sure. I'll
Great.
find you.
Let's gather right there, and then let's dimension door.
I mean, the whole point was to
Oh.
try to avoid killing all these dwarves who are lawful good trying to defend their kingdom.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Right.
a moot point now, so God, honestly, at this point, we might as well stay and kill Drake and
That's
be done
true.
with it.
That's true. But they were hitting us. They were hitting us though.
Well, it's because we didn't run away like we were supposed to, but whatever, right?
I, I'm gonna stick to the plan, which I believe is to be to flee. And if we are gonna fight, then let's. I'm gonna run up to Arendar and Polearm. What should we do? What do you want to do? Do we fight these guys? We flee? Wait, are these lawful good dwarves?
Yes.
Then I don't want to fight them. What's this dragon? Is he gonna fly down and try to get us? Usually white dragons are not good.
they are rarely good? I would say almost never.
So, what's a white dragon doing among lawful good dwarves?
Trying to freeze Vondi's ass.
I don't know. The magician was doing a whole bunch of necromancy.
Okay, then
It's crazy.
I kind of want to not hurt the dwarves. I want to maybe get rid of the dragon. I don't want to kill the dragon, but I want to punch the dragon and make him fly off. So I'm gonna wait there with Polearm and Arendar. I think we should all gather down there and see what happens. And if the dragon comes close in, I am gonna be ready to fly up with a wind jump and feather balance to fight the dragon.
Okay, that
Okay.
sounds awesome.
All
All
right.
right, so you guys are all gathering around at the sort of the other side of the fog cloud, and it's Polearm's turn. It's Poe's turn.
I'm just gonna wait for Bonnie to get here.
Okay.
And I guess. Wait,
All right, sounds good. Round 5, and it's Vondrum's turn. Vondrum, what are you gonna do?
Went around the cloud.
All right, are you changing back into Vondrum, or are you staying?
I'm staying the air elemental because it says that you can air elementals can read spells, read scrolls.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stay in this form because then Poe can take Ono and Arendar, and I can fly 200 feet, or and just skedaddle. Hopefully.
Ah, there's debris.
Oh shit!
Well, you can lift off of the
I
ground
can
a little
turn
bit.
I can turn off the whirlwind, right? I don't need to, that's just
Yeah,
an
you can turn it
will,
off. I'm
yeah.
just kidding around.
That's pretty, got me. I'm here, oh shit, I'm so sorry.
She's
Wait.
back.
Where do I stop? Wait, what button do I push? Okay, so,
All right, so you come around the side.
and we know that Wraith can go invisible on his own, so hold out the spell and let me read it, and you guys can be invisible and we can skedaddle.
All right, so the spell, what spell are you talking about? Are you talking about invisibility sphere?
It was a scroll, the invisibility sphere, right?
All right, so the invisibility sphere opens up and it surrounds you guys. You kind of look at each other, and eventually a couple of guys come running around. Well, the first thing you see is the dragon who's kind of wandering around, looking around for you guys. Kind of looking around. You can see it smelling the air. Does it have the scent ability? Maybe it does. Nobody knows. It's crazy. Let's see what dragon senses are.
So Vondrum cast that on Arendar, right?
All right, dragons do have
Yeah,
blind sense.
Arendar, all of us, all four
No,
of
no,
us.
no. You cast it on one person.
Oh,
And
the
it stays
sphere,
with
but
that
yeah, I
one
didn't
person.
cast it on me. I cast it. I was actually thinking it was on Poe.
Okay,
No.
so
Arendar would have said cast it on me
Okay.
because Poe is going to take the two of you and jump 600 feet away.
You don't want to let me just fly every 6 seconds? Every round I can go 200 foot. Can you go on your own? You can get out of there on your own too? That's fine.
I'm
Brothers were gonna
fairly
say-
stealthy, and then with the invisibility, then yeah, no one's going to see me.
All right.
all right, here is the invisibility sphere. Can you see
You want
that?
to center that on Arendar instead?
I did. Oh, did I do it? No, I thought it. Hold on.
It's on Poe right now.
I think you're right. Hold on. Yeah, let me get rid of that. Sorry, I thought I had it on
Because
you.
yeah, I don't want the invisibility going away whenever they teleport out or dimension door out.
That would be an ugly surprise, wouldn't it? All right, one second.
If Poe is dimensioning out and it's left on you, then we're going to dimension out. Oh, I guess yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, I got it.
They're gonna
Sorry.
meet. I mean, the dimension was only like 700 feet, 680, something like that. So it's not like that far.
You
Okay.
get a Drake.
But it's
All right,
far
so-
enough to be a significant amount away from that dragon.
Yeah.
All right, Wraith is next.
I'm going to take the
Invisible.
potion of invisibility
Okay.
and then I'm just going to head south.
Okay, you're just gonna invisibility out and then full on headed south towards the friendly lines.
Yes, and the stealth roll.
You haven't been seen by anybody but your own people. So I think the 23 still stands unless you want to re-roll it. Oh, well, plus you'll get the plus 20 from the
Okay, so 43 now. That's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah. You should be fine. Nobody's gonna spot you.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Arendar.
I'm going to hang out where I'm at until they all disappear, like they all get teleported out.
All right. Are you
'Cause if I
delaying?
move, they lose their invisibility.
Okay. So
So I'm on a delay.
Okay. All right. I have to check something. Dragons have blind sense. So let me figure out what that does real quick here. Blind sight. This makes invisibility and concealment irrelevant to the creature within 60 feet. So it can still see you.
Within 60 feet.
It can't see you. It just knows it still takes the no
it can't
target
see you. It can
penalty.
still attack though. No, I don't
It
think
takes the
so.
no target penalty.
Not with blind sight
Yeah, it does.
to operate
Yeah,
effectively with
I think it gets a second chance to hit, but it's still.
This makes invisibility and concealment, even magical darkness, irrelevant to the creature, although it still can't see ethereal creatures. This ability operates out to a range specified in the creature description.
Okay.
Can't distinguish color. It is not subject to creature to gaze attacks. Does not penalize the creature that Blinding attacks don't penalize them. Deafening attacks thwart blindside if it relies on hearing, works underwater, negates displacement and blur.
Ow.
Oh, wait. Does it have blind sight or blind sense?
Mm.
Probably
Wait
blind
a second. I
sense.
got to check. It has blind sense. Oh, wait a second.
That's a
All right,
big difference.
There's a big difference there. Hold on. Let's check that. Blind sense. It can notice things it cannot see, but without the precision of blind sight. Creature with blind sense usually does not need to make perception checks to notice and locate creatures within range, provided that the line of effect to that creature, any opponent that cannot be seen, has total concealment. It does. You're right. You're right. It was blind sense. That's the one you're thinking of. Still has a normal mischance for concealment. So there you go. Still denied.
So-
Creature with blind sense is still denied.
So I've only got a
Next
few
bone.
minutes before I do have to bolt. So
Okay.
my plan is just to stay invisible until they teleport out and then start heading south,
So he's-
stealthing. And my
Okay, so he's gonna come around here, but he's got to do because he's walking now. So his he can only walk. He can only go 30 feet. So he can go to here.
And just a second, Mike, do you have a pen and paper in your hotel room?
I'm gaming, so, and it was 3 a.m. So I grabbed my stuff and left the room because I didn't want to aggravate my wife.
I
Aw.
get that. When you
I'm
get
not
back,
in the hotel room.
when you get back to your room and you have access to pen and paper, please write the note, go to bed, kid, and put it on
Yeah.
your daughter's bed. Thank you.
Go to bed, kid.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Mike? Are you having a blast?
Yeah, it's been great. I will say though, I'm not very impressed with roaming on the phone.
Ooch.
I've got Verizon, which is I think the
Yeah.
largest cell phone company out there, and I've got a brand new Samsung highest end phone,
Mhm.
and I've got their highest plan, which includes, international stuff. And oh my gosh, I have to reboot the phone 4 or 5 times a day to get it to find 5G again.
Oh
It
my
just
gosh.
goes away.
What's any
So
consolation? You
tech
sound
has been kind of
amazing
fun,
tonight.
but no, the trip has been amazing so far.
Awesome.
That's great.
Did you go to Tour Montparnasse?
No,
Ah, okay.
we've only had like a little over a day in Paris, so
Oh, gotcha. Okay, no
we
worries.
just did
All right.
Notre Dame, we did the Eiffel Tower, we did whatever that big
Arc
square
de
building
Triomphe.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one? Yeah, we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And the
I think
Champs-Élysées.
that's all we did.
Okay, you
I
didn't
think
go
that's
to
all we
the
did in
Louvre?
Paris proper.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are the kids loving it too? Are they getting a kick out of it?
Oh no. Well, they're loving it because they're not here and parents aren't home to tell them what to do.
Oh, I thought they were with you.
No. This is our 25th anniversary trip. So this is just
Oh.
us and another couple.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And the
But
other
Chuck's
couple was
no
kind of a
has-
happy accident.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
It's been kind of an amazing trip.
I bet. Have a great time.
Very cool,
So,
man.
We're off,
Right.
we're off to Germany here in about an hour and a half. So
Sweet. All right. Well, if you have to
So-
bail, that's cool. I guess you got a
I
good
put my
excuse.
stealth skill if you want to have like Chuck or someone roll it, but
Okay.
that's it.
Very cool.
So all
Right.
All right.
Bon
Safe trips to Munich.
voyage.
Good warning.
right.
All right. That being the case, the dragon has landed and it's kind of like stomping around on the other side of the fog cloud. It's sniffing around and it's obviously got your smell, but it can't get close enough to do anything to you, and it hasn't reloaded its breath weapon yet, which it might do otherwise, but it hasn't yet. Ono, you would be up next, but can I assume that you are waiting for either Poe or Vondrum to do something?
Well, do I see that dragon?
Yep, but you are in an invisibility sphere.
Oh, then I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna
Okay.
be ready to. Can I do up fire if the dragon seems to be diving toward us?
It's
to
on
get-
well, it's on the ground and it's walking around the big fog cloud, but it's also
Oh,
like
it's on the
sniffing around.
ground.
It's trying to find
Oh.
where you guys are. It knows you guys are around back here because it can smell you and it can sense your presence, but
That's
it can't
fine.
see you.
I'm gonna move to right to the edge of this blue sphere here, and
That's the invisibility.
I'm gonna be ready. I'm on up fire. If that dragon pokes his nose too close, I'm gonna punch the dragon.
Okay. Poe.
I'm gonna grab these two yokels and dimension door.
All right.
680.
Which yokels are you grabbing?
Vondi and Ono.
Okay. So you dimension door 600 feet due south.
Yep. 680.
Okay. 680. Okay. Boom. All right. So you're gone. And Arendar, you have the sphere, and I'm assuming that you begin. Well, and I'm gonna Wraith. I'm gonna presume upon you to tell us what Mike does. I'm assuming that he wants to move south at an expeditious rate of speed.
Yeah, it looks like he's gone, but
Yeah, he's gone. All right. So that being the case, you guys do end up escaping the dragon, who is confused as to where you have gone, and you eventually get down below enemy lines. I'm going to go back over here and let's look at where you guys are now. All right. So this is the master map here. Let's just scroll up a bit. So you guys were here, right about here. Can you see that?
No.
So you guys were right about here.
Okay.
So you guys had destroyed this one, and Titus destroyed this line, or did a fairly decent job of it. And then you guys have retreated essentially due south. So where you are is about here, and you
Okay.
just keep going due south until you are challenged by the pickets from Duke Gallo's men, Heritage's Colonel Heritage's men.
Oh, they can see invisibility?
Well, no, but eventually, I mean, okay, that's a good point. Do you guys go around them?
how long is that
Well-
spell? We might not be invisible for that long. How long does it take us to get down there?
Visibility sphere lasts for. It doesn't say. Oh, like invisibility. So, unless you guys, for those of you in the sphere, it's 1 minute per level unless you do something unless you leave it. So it would
Right.
you could easily get behind those lines in the invisibility sphere. The dimension door has no such thing. So you guys would just be out there walking, and eventually Poe, Vondram, and Ono would be challenged by pickets as they made their way to Heritage's lines. Titus, you rejoin them as you come across behind Heritage's lines and rejoin them, and they're questioning you as to what's happened, what's going on, that kind of stuff. So right now we've got a couple of things, right? So you guys have taken out. Hold on, I'm going to switch to a different slide here. Hold on one second. All right. So you guys have taken out. You've done a couple of things. You've taken out Kelkin, the warmage, in large part. He's gone. Okay. And you managed to crush some of that. So you're not 100% sure whether or not this released from enchantment the criosphinxes, although you trust that may be the case. You've also basically taken out their siege engines. So in this case, you've managed to ruin that there. And then you've also, due to Titus's efforts from the air, have taken out this one as well. So there's that. You have a couple of options. You've got about an hour before the battle takes place, right? So the battle is still, as far as you know, commencing at dawn. Marshal Malkan's guys behind the earthworks are doing a lot of work to try and put out those siege fires after you guys have left. They've discovered that Kelkin has been assassinated. They're looking at some of the destruction on the siege tower guys, so they're aware of what's happening, but honestly, they're probably not in a position where they can back off or not fight. It's like I said earlier. These pitched battles in a medieval setting happen by mutual agreement, and that agreement still stands. So your expectation is that by dawn or at dawn, Malkan's dwarves will move through the flank earthworks into the area. Into this circle area where the battle's going to take place. The problem is they don't have any artillery. at this point. So you've knocked out their artillery. You've knocked out what's potentially their air support. And you've knocked out their mage tier, or at least some of their mage tier. So that's significant. At this point, I guess I have to ask you, there's two potential other things that you could do in the remaining hour before the battle starts. One, you could make your way up to the top of the criosphinx mountain where the criosphinxes are perched, and either attack them, chase them away, or at the very least confirm that they are now not enchanted and will not be participating in the battle due to your efforts against Kelkin. Or you can go after, you know that Nina Glibglammer is here, and she's somewhere behind lines over there by thing. In fact, I think you guys did a little bit of recon. I think Titus did a little bit of recon and saw this very strange, ornate sort of tent off sort of behind the main battle tents of the the main compound where the dwarvish battle tents were pitched, sort of off by itself. So theoretically, considering the level of distraction that you guys have already conducted, you might be able to get to that tent. Now, I don't know if Nina Glibglammer is a big enough target, is worth the risk, especially this close to the battle commencing, but that's your call. So at that point, I leave it to you guys. What do you want to do next? You could also retreat back across the Elite Pass to Galafend, and watch the battle from the battlements. Watch the fight from the battlements to see how it takes place. How it transpires, I guess. I mean, I don't think anybody here on Duke Gallo's war staff could look at you guys and say you haven't succeeded in or exceeded what they'd hoped you'd be able to do. So, I mean, from a gallantry standpoint, you don't have to go back out there. I mean, you've done a yeoman's job here. Frankly, you hit them harder than they expected to be hit, and it was what was the name of that movie? Ungentlemanly Warfare. You guys just did quite a fair amount of ungentlemanly warfare.
It seems to be our fort. Gentleman warfare.
So what's the plan? What do you guys want to do? I mean, is Glibglammer worth the effort? Or do you want to see what happens with the battle? Or do you want to go after the criosphinxes? I mean, they're both eligible targets at this point.
Huh.
I don't like
Or-
Glibglammer. I'd love to go after Glibglammer, but it doesn't really serve anything other than just going after somebody that's nasty.
Revenge.
If she's evil, she should be called to the carpet. You know, she should be shown the light of reason and good and law.
She's
That's what
a
I think.
bully.
She's influencing people too. I mean, if we knock her out, the whole thing could change. And she could be influencing Malkan enough that he doesn't even know what he's doing.
That's a good point. Your suspicion is that she's exercising at least some influence over the king. And putting him, you don't know you don't know at this point. I mean, you have no direct evidence that she's in league with the Sargavans, but it's certainly possible. It certainly seems like they have similar
Let's go ask her.
similar aims.
We could go ask. Hello, Ms. Glibglammer. Know any Sargavans?
Well, she tried to take you guys into prisoner. She tried to take you guys prisoner. And then you think she tried to trap you outside of that one prison that you guys broke Jinnis out of. But then also her note said that she was trying to protect you and couldn't protect you from the king anymore. So maybe she's on your side.
I think it's worth going to talk to her. And
The problem is, or not a problem, just factor this into your ideas or in your plan. If we go and find her, there is no way on this earth that my brother's not going to try to kill her. On sight, instantly, you'll be like, hello, ma'am, and he'll be swinging a sword.
All right. Well, okay.
He's not here right now. This might be the perfect time to go see her.
Also, add to that, as soon as I see her, I'm gonna put arrows in her face.
Neither of
Okay.
those things sway Vondram at all.
So we are sort of an antithesis to your plan to go and sit her down and pat her on the head and talk to her real nice.
That's not what Bondi wants to do either. There's no patting on the head or talking nice.
Okay.
I want to pat her on the head from 30 feet
Hard.
away with 3 arrows and gravity bow.
I see.
That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. Well, I was hoping to get some information, but if we're just gonna
She's not
Beat
gonna
her
give
up.
you any information you can trust. That's my thought.
Well, I would ask for a moment or two to use diplomacy and sense motive on her, because if we're going to risk it, because we just came from there, half our asses burned or frozen off. Not speaking for myself, of course. Let's at least try to get something for it, because that's going right back into the fire.
Yeah, but if you look at our track record with the ability to obtain information from live targets, it's not very good.
well, but we shouldn't stop trying.
Yes, because the definition of trying the same thing over and over again with the same results and expecting different is insanity.
That is the definition of mental illness.
Right.
So
But
we
these
can,
aren't the same circumstances. This is a different subject.
Okay.
So therefore, it does not
Someone-
fall under that category.
someone who has been trained to lie, a politician, their entire job is to lie. And you think that being able to perceive the fact that they're lying could then allow you to force them into admit they're lying.
No, if I score high on diplomacy
Mhm.
and try to get her to come clean, and we just discover that she's lying, then I say have your way.
We've already
Dis-
done that. We've
Yeah,
interacted with her in the past.
despite evidence to the contrary for that.
All right, well then is it really worth risking it all to go up there and snuff her?
Well, I mean, is she influencing? What's the king's name again?
Steppengard.
Steppengard. Thank you. Steppengard. If she is influencing Mad King Steppengard, or if she somehow if she has information about his madness. I realize Steppengard lost family, so he's crazy and he's grieving. Respect.
And
but
we know that that loss was at the hands of the Sargabans. We've
Right.
uncovered the plot that poisoned his family,
yes.
tried to poison him. It was the Sargabans convincing his cook to do it all. I mean, we know all that.
Okay, well then should we go talk to him?
What we don't know is,
So King
don't-
Steppengard is not here. Sorry, I go ahead. I apologize for interrupting.
yeah, the king's not here. This is a war, and kings don't get involved in that. They stay at home and boast about the victories or suffer the losses. The poor people are here. So
Yes.
I guess based on the question, my whole thing is, if we go out to try to get Nina Gluglemmer, the chances that we're going to get useful information out of her without killing her
Or small.
are little.
Okay. All right.
We could try killing her and having Poe talk to her corpse. Maybe a better shot, but that
It's worked in
Wait.
the past. I
wait,
mean,
that has been successful in the past, but it riles up or it ruffles some of our alignments.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I want to avoid that because I don't
Okay.
try to piss Ono off.
I understand.
I like Ono, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy in a world of shit.
The world of shit.
And he doesn't realize he's in a world of shit, so he still wants to be a good guy. And if we go up there to try to go after her now, we're going to have to kill a bunch of good guy dwarfs to get there. They're good guy
Point.
dwarfs, but they're brainwashed into thinking what they think. They're not bad people. The dwarves weren't evil. The dragon, whatever it was, That was evil, but the dwarves weren't. But they were willing to defend with their life the thing they thought. So while my brother would tell you that he wants to go there and kill her with extreme prejudice,
Um,
my suggestion would be to wait on the battle,
okay.
let the battle happen and be over. If she survives the battle, which is an
Mhm.
if she's going to get involved in it, we can try to catch her before she gets back to King Steppengard's. We could even, at this point, use our abilities to get behind the enemy lines and set up so that once the battle starts and everybody that's a lawful good dwarf is paying attention to whatever their stuff is, then we could try to sneak in the back door. If we go now, we're going to have to kill a bunch of decent people.
What's to stop us from just going fuck it and going to visit King Steppengard in person? He'll probably be lightly guarded since everyone's here.
Well, our ability to go that distance that quickly, one, because he's back in
He's back in
his
Brask.
home area. He's back in Brest. They will still have a large contingent of talons and people there protecting the king, the equivalent of Secret Service, who are also probably largely decent people. And we've killed them in the past because they were convinced that we were not, and they were going to kill us. So it was kind of a self-defense situation. But it's like, what do we gain
I
at
like
this
your plan.
point?
I think your plan makes sense, actually.
What do we gain by going after her when
Now.
we're probably not going to be able to prove anything from her now, as opposed to after the battle? If Duke
Make sure she
Gallo,
doesn't go on after the battle.
if Duke Gallo and his troops win, she's going to try to hightail it back to Brest or somewhere similar. And then we're closer to her and can catch her. So we could go behind enemy lines and kind of hide and keep an eye on her. But I don't see the benefit of trying to attack her now because of all the collateral damage.
Yeah, I think that makes really good sense.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too, is maybe sneaking back there and just monitoring, but provided that doesn't put us in danger. Otherwise, yeah, I guess we just sort of hang out and heal and relax and let the war go.
I mean, we
But-
could go up on the plateau and check the criosphinx, but if they haven't left, they might not be ensorcelled anymore, but they might still be there. Then we'll have to battle them.
Right.
We could keep an eye on things from what they have as a vantage point now. But if they're not ensorcelled and they're not at anyone's command, they're not going to interrupt the cavalry
Right. Maybe.
necessarily. I mean, maybe their natural inclination for loving horses will make them want to attack horses, but they won't be under anyone's control if we've actually succeeded.
Right. I'm not opposed to going up north and observing from secrecy, furtively.
Yeah.
And I'm not opposed to just staying and letting him fight it out either. But yeah, if we want to be proactive, we sneak up there.
Yeah, because I'm thinking when the battle happens, whatever losses on either side are incurred, what we're going to be interested in is catching up with Nina after that.
Yeah.
So we want to be closer to where she is now, watching what she's doing, so that if she tries to escape early, if she tries to flee somehow, with the exception of magic, which, I mean, if she's a high enough level mage, she could teleport back to Brest. There's nothing we can do about it.
Well, I thought teleport was fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
true.
As far as we know.
That's true.
As far as you
But
know,
if-
teleport is still
But
problematic. But
if
if
it's
she,
Fubar because of the Sargavans and she's in league with them, she might have the way around it. I mean, she
So
might have the
battle
pass,
starts in an hour and we have to decide soon.
right? And within an hour, are we able to stealthily take a position back to where we just were, and I don't think we are.
Well,
They did ask us
I
to
don't
take
know.
care of the criosphinxes, so maybe if we're up there, we can at least deal with them if they do attack.
I,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
I'm still capable of casting invisibility and flying, but
Right.
if will I be too far for message to work?
Well, now I'm assuming we're all back, somewhat back together now.
Now,
Right, but
yes,
I'm
but if you go, if I think what Andrew, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Andrew, what you're saying is that you personally would just go up and check out the cryosphinxes and come back,
or hover around up north, kind of those cliffs, keeping an eye on Nina and the cryosphinxes, but I don't know if I'm in range for message.
would
Oh.
not be in
100
range
feet.
for message.
100 feet plus 10 foot of level, so 180 feet is what your range is for message.
So everybody would have to go with you. And I understand you can't make us all invisible or flying. So we're limited that way.
Right.
But your recon, while unlimited in invisibility and flying, would be limited in being able to get a message to us quickly. You would have to come back.
Unless I cast a fireball on ignited something.
Yeah, some sort of beacon.
Yeah, if there was a beacon, but then it would be how quickly could we get there? I mean, so that's all the stuff to consider.
Well, if you're with Dashgoban, how far away is it? Or
From
Heritage?
So if you guys are assuming you're probably the closest is the Dashgoban cavalry, 1,200 feet plus another 400 feet up. Let's go to the hypotenuse.
He's getting a lot of work today.
Pythagoras is working it.
Mm-hmm.
1,265 feet.
So kind of out of range.
Yeah.
Unless I do, their distance from. I'm not necessarily opposed to going up there and staying invisible and flying and coming up with some way to use a fireball to signal
Yeah, flare.
distress.
But then if you fire up a flare, where would we have to be that we could respond in a way that would be meaningful to you? Because if we're 1,200 feet and 400 feet up trying to climb cliffs, we're not going to be able to get to you quick.
So I'll still be invisible and I'll still be flying because the fireball will not be an offensive move.
That's not true necessarily.
Okay.
Well,
Now, invisibility is erased by an attack.
And I wouldn't be attacking anybody.
You wouldn't be attacking any creature, but technically, Senior DM could say, if you like tried to light a bonfire from sticks or whatever to light a signal, that still counts as an attack, or potentially, and then your invisibility would be gone.
for purposes, it says let's go to the text. For purposes of this spell, an attack includes any spell targeting a foe or whose area or effect includes a foe. Attacks directed at unattended objects do not break the spell. Causing harm indirectly is not an attack. An invisible creature can open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, summon monsters, and have them attack. Cut the ropes holding a bridge while enemies are on the bridge. Trigger traps. Open. Yeah, I think as long as he didn't fire the fire, as long as he didn't launch a fireball at anybody, it
Right.
doesn't break invisibility.
So if we set up something that's a beacon,
So first, would this be of value? Because I'd be out there all by myself, lonely,
yes,
which I'll do. But is there value to that? And could you get there quick enough? So let's say if I fire it at one place, that means Nina's on the move. If I fire it to the other place, it means the criosphinxes are still under control or whatever, encircled.
Mhm.
Right. If we set up a code, it could be valuable because apparently you can cast fireball, make a flare in the sky basically,
Right.
without giving away your position or losing your invisibility. And if we knew what each of those meant, then we could respond appropriately.
Well, yeah, if I fired it north, it would be Nina. If I fired it south, it would be criosphinxes.
Yeah.
The problem is you're invisible. They don't know if you're firing north or south. They just see it
They can see where
explode.
the fireball is.
Yeah, but it just explodes. The fireball itself is just a tiny seed that goes off and explodes. They won't be able to see the seed. Let me double check that, but I think that's correct.
They would be able to see the burst, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but
Right.
they don't know where you are.
And where it is, but
It doesn't matter where I am, it matters where the burst is. Like if I shoot fireworks,
yeah.
Right, but we don't know. They won't know if when the fireball explodes, they don't know if it's north of you or south of you because they can't see you.
doesn't
using
matter. It's
him.
not in relation to me.
Right.
If it's firing towards Nina's camp,
That would be better. Yeah, you like picked out.
and if I fired it south or a direction that's definitely not Nina, that means criosphinxes.
There you go. It could be straight up. Might mean criosphinxes are still active at Nina's
Something
tent.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. That way they're not trying to figure it out. Because if I say, well, I'm looking north, you have to know where I'm seated. Right? Because
Well,
it
I'm
might
just
not work.
saying it'll burst in whatever area I need to signal about. So it'll
Right.
be either in Nina's direction or in the criosphinx's direction.
Right. So just as a sidebar, when you shoot a fireball, a glowing pea-sized bead streaks from the pointing digit, and unless it impacts on a material body or a solid barrier, it blossoms into a fireball at the point at the prescribed range. The pea they won't be able to see at 1,600 feet away.
But the burst, didn't you just
The
say
burst they will,
burst?
yeah. No, absolutely. It
Yeah.
works. The way you describe it, it will work. I was just trying to make sure that just
Got
choosing
it.
north or south arbitrarily would not work.
No, but I could direct the burst to wherever I need to signal. So
Right.
Nina,
Correct.
that's all I'm saying, is that burst would either be near Nina or the burst would be near the criosphinxes.
Yeah, it's like setting off a flare, so you can control that. And we could tell which, it doesn't matter where you are, whether
Right.
you fired it left or right, we could tell where it burst, either
Right.
towards the tents or towards the criosphinxes.
Bingo.
Cool.
And at the same time, if it's the criosphinxes, the closest we would be if we stayed under the protection of where the armies are is 1,600 feet.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So how quickly, with what we have, and this is for all the members of the party, how quickly could we get 1,600 feet? It wouldn't have to be an emergency because Andrew's still invisible. But there are some things that can see invisibility.
True.
Like the drag.
Well,
Well, it had blind sense. It couldn't see you, but it could detect you, could smell you, feel
yeah,
your
the
footfalls.
dragon could
Yes.
sense you. So it's possible if you fired off a flare and it was on the criosphinx side, that danger might be imminent for you. So we would need to need to get there as quickly as possible.
Well, so I wouldn't fire it near the criosphinxes. I'd fire it south of the criosphinxes, not at, but towards Timor or Dashgoban.
Right. But I mean, if you're firing a flare because something is sniffing and coming at you, you're going to want
Oh.
help. You're going to want help quicker.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
as a sort of a side question, is there anyone that your spells are big enough to take with you, both invisible and flying with you, that maybe you could sit down that could protect you in the event something goes south.
Yes, as long as I ensorcel or put the spell on them first and then
Right.
myself. So if we're in camp, I could do it on 1, 2, 3, whatever. It doesn't matter.
How many
I
of
can
us
only
can
do one at a time.
Yes, but how many of us can you take that way?
Total.
Oh, like how many spell points?
Yeah, how many spell slots do you have?
I have 8 for invisibility and 7 for fly. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you still have that many spells? Wow. Okay.
About how many I have too right now.
Okay.
So if you could make 8 people invisible and 7 people fly, that's all of us.
Yeah, that's everybody.
We could just go with you.
I
and
like the way
scout.
you're thinking.
And scout, and you won't need flares because we'll be seeing what you're seeing. And by the way, at that point, message would work because we'd all be within 180 feet of you.
Okay.
So
All right,
you,
Les, I take back what I said. I think
Okay.
Chuck should stay in the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Crazy
that'll
de-
work.
crazy
But then-
decision, bordering on bad, but I'll support it.
But then I'm pretty much
Out of spells.
I have no rounds left to fire really of any significance once we're there. I just have to stay invisible and out of the fray.
Right.
Okay.
So then anything left would be wands and scrolls, and you don't want to break
Right.
invisibility unless it's absolutely necessary. So it's basically effectively get everybody else there. That's your job.
Okay.
Then we can scout around and you stay invisible and don't do anything to risk yourself. And if it becomes necessary, all the rest of us will start killing stuff.
I like that.
Which
Okay.
tends to be what we're good at.
It's what I hear. Okay.
right. So basically, I just want to make sure I got this straight in my head. Titus is going to cast fly and invisibility on everybody in the party. You guys are all en masse going to fly up to where the criosphinxes are perched, and you're going to you're not going to go like fly right into them, but you're going to fly. You're going to hang back,
No,
take a
scout.
look, and see if you can determine whether or not the criosphinxes are still under the control of someone, or if by killing Kelkin, you guys were able to sever the lines of control that kept them up there, and if they are sort of just like if they are uncontrolled now, and if they're likely to attack.
Yeah.
All right,
And
gotcha.
from that high vantage point, if we choose not to do anything, we all stay invisible the whole time.
Well,
And
that's
the
how long
battle-
would it take just to walk up there.
And the battle will start.
Well, it's not easy. I mean, so some of it is like would have to be climbing. There's probably some paths over there, but you probably don't know them. It would take a little while.
I mean, we have an hour, right? It's not like
Before dawn, yeah.
Yeah. And then in an hour, the battle starts, and we can sort of scout and monitor that so that if the cryosphinxes are up there doing nothing, we can just not disturb them. If they suddenly decide they want to fly up and get involved, then we can decide what to do at that point, which may be hinder them or attack them or whatever. Same
Okay.
thing with the tent with Nina in it. If she
Yeah.
decides
Yep.
to bail, if the battle starts going badly for her side, we can follow her. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think it's good to get up there. I just don't know that blowing all our mage's spells to do it. I mean, if we have an hour, why don't we just walk
Well,
up there?
Vondi has spells too.
I have some spells. I mean, my spells are. I mean, I've got spells. Whatever you guys want to do.
And before we fly, I mean, I can cast Bless and Protection from Evil.
Yeah, but bless is only for rounds.
Oh, okay.
Fly is only minutes too. I mean, if we do fly on everybody, that's only going to last like
You'll have to
To get
walk
us-
down, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
to
somebody's
get-
else got a bunch of flies.
To get us there invisibly. The fly doesn't last very long. Invisibility does.
1 minute per level. Or unless routed. You know, unless you do something that unless you attack somebody, then it's immediate.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think you can get up there in 7 minutes. Half an hour, maybe, if you were walking.
How tall is it?
It's 400 feet above where you are now.
So
Well, then I
depending
guess
on,
it goes back to being a solo mission because I can just keep casting it on myself.
Well, I think we should just walk up there. I mean, we have an hour. Let's just walk up there, and if we encounter trouble, then we can talk about using spells to fly or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that makes sense. I like where we're going. I like what we're doing, but
Well,
I feel like an hour is not that much.
we're not going to sleep anyway, right?
no, not at this point. If we decide to go on this, we're not gonna sleep.
I think getting north of everything, though, to deal with Glib Glamour after this thing is smart, though. I think that's the best place we could be. Try to cut her off if she is traveling.
Has anybody looked out the window at the blood moon tonight to see if it started?
No.
Mm-mm.
I have not.
No, but I gotta walk the dogs after the game, so I'll check.
Wow, you're up there.
Okay, so you guys are walking. You guys are gonna walk. So right now, I've got you guys like sort of around. Hold on a second. Why are you doing this to me now? Now my map is acting screwy. Here we go. So I've got you guys like back here, and I'm just gonna put you on the line. So you see that box right there over in Dashgoban's? That's
Yeah.
basically you guys. So instead of flying, you guys are gonna use the hour before dawn, and you're gonna essentially walk. And I'm assuming you're gonna stay as close to sort of friendly areas as possible. Yeah,
Well, yeah, kind of go up,
like I'm assuming something sort of that looks like this.
a path in the back. While we're still walking, not casting any spells, not even invisibility. Just stealth as best we can up here and start moving towards the criosphinx.
Why is Roll20 acting like this?
I don't know, my map's doing screwy things too.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's just being a real dick tonight. I apologize. All right, so there we go. That's what I want. And then, so I'm assuming you guys are sort of going like this, and then heading like sort of up that way.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right, yeah. So I mean, you guys take off and you begin climbing climbing up those things. And you know what they always say is the hour before dawn is the coldest. So you guys are shivering and that kind of stuff. The warmth that you guys had generated from doing the walls of fire and things like that has long since passed. You were able to get some quick hot food from the Dashgobani, but other than that, it's the coldest of the night. But you find pretty quickly that there are little paths and ways and stuff like that that look like they have been traveled previously. In some cases, there are little sort of rope guidelines that lead up into there. And without much trouble, and after about 40 minutes or so, you're starting to see false light down on the eastern horizon as the sun begins to approach the horizon. You guys manage to get up onto the heights, and you begin looking around. And you see that the criosphinxes are still up there. And I swear to God, I'm going to throw Roll20 right out the window.
Man,
It is really being a huge pain in the flipping butt. All right, so I got you guys up about here. So you take a minute and you spot the criosphinxes, which are like over here. Give me, all right, so a couple of things. Everybody give me a perception check. And then also I want those of you who have knowledge arcana or knowledge nature to give me one of those checks as well.
Knowledge, arcana, nature. Didn't do so great.
Okay. That's all right.
Not so great. No,
You didn't do great on your perception check either. It's okay.
It all adds up. Can I add them to get together?
I don't think you can add them together.
Ah,
No,
darn
it's
it. Shoot.
all right.
Tried.
All right, so most of you can see for Ono, it's off in the distance quite a bit, but you could see the criosphinxes are out there. They're snuffling around. They're some of them are laying in the snow, that kind of thing. Oh, what was that? What are the 20 and 12? What is that?
Lorelai's 20. I'm 12 for perception.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wait
yeah,
a minute. No, wait a minute. That's not right. Those are
I got
the 20's arcana and 12 is nature.
okay. All right. Vondrum, the 23.
I got a 23 perception
Okay.
and
Excellent.
16 knowledge.
Knowledge
Lorelai
arcana.
is 27 and Poe is 19.
27 perception.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Lorelai.
Okay. Titus, do you have any knowledge nature?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So Titus, you and Poe have a quick discussion about the behavior of criosphinxes. Most of you can see the criosphinxes, and they're just sort of snuffling around. They don't look particularly martial. And Lorelai, who got the 27 perception, and is a fae and in tune with those sorts of creatures, would tell you that they look confused. Is what is the vibe that Lorelai gets off them with her perception check. Titus, you and Poe discussed the arcana bits of it from the point of view of, are they controlled, are they not controlled? And as far as you could tell, based on their behavior and their way they're moving around and things of that nature, they do not look like they are moving with any sort of overriding guidance. If you had to guess from this point, and you'd have to get closer if you wanted to like detect enchantment or anything like that on them, but at this point, it doesn't look like they are acting as if they are enchanted or directed or guided or dominated or anything like that.
Okay.
Lorelai's vibe from her perception check is that they're acting confused. They're not sure, they're confused in some way.
No other players up here. It's just criosphinxes.
Just criosphinxes. You don't see any people. You don't see any dwarves, no mages or anything like that. It's just criosphinxes. And there's about a half dozen of them just kind of like wandering around. A couple of them are like lying down on the stone in the snow. The others are just sort of wandering around. Sometimes you can hear them talking to each other, in that language that they, that they think it's probably the Sphinx language. They're speaking to in their native language. They're not doing much. They're just sort of kind of hanging out. They're fairly intelligent. They, probably, compared to like humans, probably of average intelligence, but as intelligent as an average human.
Would it be worth burning a comprehend languages, or they sound like they're saying things that might be worth listening to?
They're neutral, right? They're not like inherently evil or anything.
Correct. They are neutral, like animals. They're not animals. They're magical beasts. But yeah, they are neutral. As far as you can tell, they do not see you guys. They have not detected you guys.
All right, let's see. Let me refresh this. Ah.
I'm good with just observing them unless anybody wants to try to make contact with them.
I'm gonna just watch.
I can't,
I'm gonna just.
I can't, it's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I think the only one who can is Andrew with comprehend languages, and then he could go and try to do a diplomacy roll with them, but
Would be worth it.
What'd you
I
say
get-
the language was?
You suspect that they speak their primary language, their shared language is Sphinx.
yeah. And I got a 31 perception, which is fantastic. I can tell you how many of them there are, but I have no nature or arcana, so I don't know shit.
There's 6 of them.
All right. Well, why don't I go ahead and do comprehend language
All right.
Are you
languages?
gonna go try to speak to them?
Let me see what they're saying first.
Okay.
And comprehend only means I can understand it. I can't necessarily speak to them.
That's a good point. You can understand it, but comprehend, you can understand it, but you can't speak it.
Wait a minute. What's that spell? I thought comprehend languages was oh, that lets you read it. Hang on.
I think
They're smart. They might speak common too. They just aren't necessarily speaking it with themselves. But
Yeah.
you can understand the spoken words of creatures or read their language, their written messages. It does not necessarily impart insight on the material, merely its literal meaning. The spell enables you to understand and read an unknown language, but not speak or write it. You can, and then it talks about how fast you can read. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can understand it, but it doesn't necessarily allow you to speak it. Also, Gordon makes a good point. They are of average intelligence. They may speak common. They're not speaking in common, but they may act
Right.
speak
Not
it as
amongst
well.
themselves.
Right. So you go ahead and do the comprehend languages.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to move a little closer to hear exactly what they're saying, but essentially they're basically talking about what they should do next. So it becomes pretty clear as you listen to their conversations that these 6 sphinxes. So these criosphinxes are not massively social, right? So these having 6 in one place is quite out of the ordinary. And they're all, you get the impression very quickly that they're all very either far away or certainly not in their home territories. In general, criosphinxes, I don't think even yeah, they don't. So they're also complaining about the cold. They don't like the cold. They don't typically live in the cold. And these particular sphinxes, I mean, they are from like hill. They're from the south, in the hilly areas, and the plains to the south of the Elite Pass, and they've been brought here, and they can recall being brought here, but they're fuzzy on purpose, and frankly, they're like, they're trying to figure out why they're here before they just up and leave. Is what they're saying. They're saying, look, because they're not 100% sure exactly where they are. Although you can hear them talking about, I believe that's the Elite Pass over there. That looks like Gallofend, which they're referring to Duke Gallo's house by its proper name, by his, the city. So it's obvious that they are at least somewhat knowledgeable about this region, but you get the impression that they're not from here. They're from the south, more towards the Mwangi jungles, where it's much warmer. They do not like the cold, and with each passing moment that they are up on this mountain in this cold weather, they're growing increasingly ready to leave.
And how far away are they?
From you guys right now, probably a couple of 100 feet, 250, 300 feet. They're big creatures, so they're speaking loudly. That's how you can hear them without getting too close.
Okay. Is there a possibility that I could sneak to within a couple 100 feet of them without arousing attention?
I think that's probably possible. So you guys are down here in sort of the south, and they're up here sort of talking with each other.
Because if it's possible, I can always cast message and say, hey, I just got instructions. Y'all can head home.
Okay. I had thought of that, but that could be a good idea.
Do I burn an invisibility on I'm
Right
not
now,
sure how.
you guys are not invisible. You're just sort of hanging back, sort of in the
No, I
thing. But
know. I'm just
it
wondering how
does
to.
it doesn't look like they have noticed you.
Huh.
It doesn't look like they're noticing things at all. They're sort of
Oh.
talking amongst themselves.
Right.
I'm sorry. How large are these?
They are big. They're quite large. They are large magical beasts. So I would say they are probably in the, well, they're long, right? So the creature has the wings of a bird, the body of a lion, and the head of a ram. So they're not snake-like. They're more sphinx. They're definitely more sphinx-like, but they're large. So about probably the size of a large tiger, only wings and a large, huge head.
Now, are they inherently evil? I don't think they are.
They're not. They're
neutral.
neutral.
Yeah. So I just wait. I'm not gonna mess with them.
That's kind of what they look like.
He's gonna. All right. I, I don't want a piece of that.
You don't want to punch a sphinx?
I don't want to. I mean, if he tries to sphinx me or ask me a particularly perplexing riddle, then I will punch him. But I'm not gonna start.
These aren't the riddling kind of sphinx.
Okay, maybe they want to
riddling.
join the monastery of twisting untwisted iron.
There you go. I don't know. They're getting increasingly unhappy with the current climate. They're not 100% sure why they're here. They want to go home, and they're getting increasingly close. I think they're kind of like, should we leave? I mean, what are we doing here? You know, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I mean, you know, well, we were supposed to do that thing, and what thing? You know, I don't know. And they're kind of like looking down at the battlefield, which is beginning to stir. And they're like, I don't know what's going down there. Do we want any part of this? They're like, well, there's horses down there, and they're like, yeah, but it just looks too much of a pain in the butt, you know, that kind of thing. That's what they're talking about. But they're
Hmm.
like, should we go? I don't know. Why are we here?
They just need a little push.
You want to try it? Use diploma. You want to go invisibly, cast message on them, and then say to them, you should go. You should go now.
You've done enough here.
Yeah, plans have changed. You're dismissed. Go home.
Smart.
You look
That's
chilly.
smart.
All right. All right. So you approach, so you cast invisibility on yourself. What's the range on message? It's like 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. So what, 180 feet?
Correct.
You could, yeah. Okay. So you just get within range and you cast message. Can you cast message on all of them?
Yes.
Okay. Do you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. That's why I'm just confirming. All right. So you cast,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah.
you cast message on all of them. You don't speak Sphinx. You speak in common.
I speak common. I speak. Let's see. Let's see. They might be employed by. I can speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, Halfling, and Sylvan.
Okay. It's possible they speak one or more of those other languages. They are not speaking in it now, though. They're speaking in Sphinx now.
Well,
So-
I'll speak in Common.
You're
and
going to
just
start off with
say,
common. Okay.
Plans
What do you-
have changed. You're dismissed. Go home.
All right. So at that point, once that day's, all of their heads kind of like start looking around. Then you hear them, you know, there's like a sort of, give me a quick diplomacy roll just to be sure.
Oh, okay. Get there.
29. Okay. So there's probably a 5-second gap where they're all kind of looking around. None of them say anything. And then after about 5 to 8 seconds, immediately all of them begin speaking at once. And at one of them is like speaking in common and says, we don't know where you are, but can you confirm that you have just said that we should go? And the other ones are like, they're speaking in Sphinx, they're speaking in Common. They're like, yeah, we said we should go. That's the thing we need. He said we should go, right? That's what we are. So they're very much in it. It's like the one guy who seems like sort of the de facto leader, maybe, kind of like says out, and he says out loud in Common, sort of out into the air, can you confirm it is okay for us to go? Our duties have been discharged. We should return to our
use
homes.
message
Okay.
again and say, yes. In fact, you are in great peril if you stay. Leave immediately.
There's another pause, and then one of the criosphinxes in the back, and Sphinx says, well, fuck that, and immediately turns, and they begin flying off. They get running start and take off and begin heading eastward in sort of like a thing. And you could see them sort of go out, and then they sort of like spread out and begin going south as after they leap sort of off the mountain and begin flying
Well done.
towards the south.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So yeah, so that is that. Now, by this time, you watch the criosphinxes take off. And then you turn around and you can see the sun is rising. And you can see activity both in General Heritage's camp, as you can see, the ranks forming up. Dwarven regulars in Dashgoban and Timor's camps. You can see them preparing for battle. And you can see Malkan's men begin moving forward. The siege engines, Titus, that you bombed out seem to have been at least partially repaired. It looks like the left flank, the ones that the other guys did, is completely destroyed. You still see smoke pouring up from over there. You got a lot of them, but they were able to put out some of those fires because you had to exit pretty quickly. So they were able to put out some of those fires, and they began lobbing stones into the area. But it's only from this right flank over here. That's all there is. So those siege engines begin throwing stones, the siege engines from over here, into the battle area. Hold on one second. And in response, 2 batteries of Gallofend siege engines, catapults, and ballistas begin attacking in response. It's in many ways overwhelming. The Gallofend siege engines are blasting into the earthworks, and some of that material is getting past there. They're also bombing into this area here, which is bottling up Malkan's men. It's not very far from that. You can see that the king's army begins moving forward. And they're moving into hold on a sec. They're moving into the space. Hold on. They're moving into the space between those 2 rifts and out into the thing. And as they move forward, they're spreading out into a vanguard and 2 wings. So they basically have spread out in this manner. Okay. In response, Heritage's guys move forward expeditiously. They move very quickly, and they move to get in position. One takes over here. It's being flanked by the siege engines. The other one is going around this way and comes around and slots themselves in here. And then Heritage's forces move forward into the area, and they're moving quickly. They want to get close as possible. They want to keep Malkan's guys moved up, so they moving very quickly across the plain. There's no siege coming from the left flank, so these guys here these guys here are largely moving with impunity, and they've sort of kind of pitch themselves a little bit like this as they move forward and try to get into position. Basically, Heritage's guys are bottling up Malkan's guys in the thing. There's very little siege engine. There's no air support. At which point, you see a couple of things start to happen. Heritage has managed that, and they bottled up things, and then you see Heritage's guys begin to move backwards a little bit, and they're drawing Malkan into the deeper into the circle. Malkan's guys sort of spread out a little bit. They've gotten to here. At which point, you guys, from your vantage up on the thing, you see exactly what's happening. You've got cavalry that's starting up. So the first group is Dashgoban's guys, and these were the guys that you wanted to protect. These were the guys that you want, that the criosphinxes were gonna and the siege engines were gonna baffle. But now there's nothing there, and they basically go like this. Why? Roll 20. Do you do this to me? I'm trying to have this dramatic battle. You're fucking me up. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so you see the Dashgoban guys are immediately moving forward, and they are moving forward in exactly the ways that you thought they would. They're coming in hard from the flanks.
Go boys.
They hit Malkan's left flank, and frankly, Malkan has done the best he can. They've got some pole arms on that left flank. They've basically said, we know they're coming. We had hoped that we would have defense on that side, but there's nothing to do. They've fixed spears and that kind of stuff. But frankly, Dashgoban's guys are overrunning them. They basically just crushed into that left flank, and Malkan is collapsing in that way. At which point, Lady Timor enters the fray. And she's coming this way. So she's got cavalry of her own, which is coming through here and joining in the rear. So what she's doing is she's basically coming around behind her cavalry is coming around behind Dashgoban and trapping those guys even further. They cannot escape that way. She's also flanking their anti-cavalry their anti-cavalry efforts. She's basically doing an end around. This was Dashgoban's guys are keeping them busy and crushing them inward, whereas Lady Timor's guys are sort of doing an end around and coming in behind and crushing them that way. So the cavalry charge has been a success. The criosphinxes didn't happen. The siege engines didn't happen. They basically have the left flank. And then in the meantime, after that, Lady Timor's air cover, basically mages, begin overflying. So they are essentially overflying the rest of the thing. Since you guys took out the mages, they are dropping all kinds of true strike alchemical bombs, fireballs, lightning bolts, and they're simply overflying them like flights of F-15s, and causing an immense amount of problems. The cavalry overruns Malkan's left flank, squeezes them towards the right, whereas then Heritage, who had been retreating somewhat, presses forward and begins pushing Malkan's guys closer and closer together. The Gallo siege engines now redouble their efforts. They are now shifting away from the siege engines, and they are now bombing into Malkan's right flank. So they are getting hit hard there. Heritage's left presses and turns, and frankly, the Malkan right, these guys retreat. These guys break, and they begin moving backward as Heritage's guys swing around and move forward. So they're doing basically this. And the right flank folds. These guys on the left flank and in the center are getting crushed on top of each other by the cavalry. At this point, you hear trumpets from Malkan's lines, and you suspect that he is calling for retreat because his guys are beginning to move backwards. They're doing so orderly, but they're moving back behind those rifts and away from the cavalry and away from the siege engines back to their original places. They're also clogging up these areas in between the rifts to protect their flanks, so their officer corps and their other materials. So they've retreated and moved back into the between the rifts that they can defend. Your guess, looking at the bodies on the field, casualties number in between 250 and 300 guys. Heritage does not retreat back to his. He allows Malkan's forces to withdraw. So Timur's guys continue to sort of circle the battlefield at this point. They're not doing bombing runs anymore. They're sort of flying air cover and doing that. At this point, you have Heritage is taking up a position here and here, and they've basically got them bottled in. Timur's guys are overflying their camp, but are not bombing it. The cavalry has retreated and is now returned back to this area, probably over here. They basically, all the cavalry has retreated over to this area here. I'm going to just use a green box real quick. And let's make that a purple box. And it's not going to turn purple. Why would you not do that? Thanks, Roll20, for not changing my box purple. Okay, so the cavalry all retreats to here, which gives them a very promising position, right? They can go north and come around the earthworks, past the burning siege engines and come around from the side, or they can, Heritage's guys can just back up and they can come back in and attack from the front. They're not going to. They're going to hang back there. But if you look at the battlefield, it looks like Malkan has retreated. And has taken the brunt of the damage and is now holding his previous position. This basically stays static for the next couple hours until such point as you see activity in Malkan's camp, and you see people walking towards Heritage's guys. It's not the army; it's a group of people. And basically it looks like this.
Oh,
they have their shields and armor, but they are not carrying weapons out. Frankly, you can see the siege towers in the background continuing to burn. Their tents behind that. This looks like a surrender party that is coming to offer terms, and we will discuss those terms in 2 weeks when we regroup for our second of the monthly meetings of B Team.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
That's so
Sound
cool.
good?
Awesome. Thank you.
Did you make this drawing, but with AI? With the siege towers on fire and everything, or just happened to find one?
This is AI.
Yeah.
I made this. So I'll tell you what, I found a new AI that I really, really like. And this was a product of it.
It's awesome.
Cool.
I like it.
Nicely done.
I like it very much.
All right.
Thanks, Les.
Thank you.
And we'll talk about what Malkan's surrender means next time.
Okay.
Interesting. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right,
2 weeks.
great session.
Great
Thank you.
session.
Sorry, Andrew, you guys kind of got caught swimming around the boat.
We might be. We're going to be in Oregon still on the 21st.
Okay, it's going to be pretty chatty, so it'll be all right. I don't know that we'll have a ton of battle.
Yeah, I think you're going to you might catch Gordon, but I've got grandbabies there and I'm going to be distracted.
Have fun.
Gotcha.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Totally understand.
Right.
All right,
Bye,
well,
guys.
thank you guys.
Okay.
Appreciate
Good
it.
night.
Bye,
And we'll
guys.
see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
See ya. Good
Night all.